Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Long Dark. Welcome back to Long Dark. And I'm echoing, but there we go. Fix that. But hello, everybody. Sorry I'm a little bit late. I had to run to the store and grab a few groceries. And it took a little longer than I thought. So I had to shift back for a half hour, but that's okay. We'll still get our time in. Good morning, Faith. Good morning, Dubes. Good morning, Laka. How are you all? And welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are getting back in. Good morning, Little Blind Mouse. I forgot that I had this pulled up in advance. Heard Long Dark music and panic thinking I had the game right. You're like, oh god, the game's going, and I'm gonna die because I'm not paying attention to it. That would be bad, Little Blind Mouse. How you doing? Hello, hello. Good morning. I'm doing okay. I'm a little tired. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little tired this morning, so. You were actually worried about your laptop overheating? Oh, okay. Gotcha. I'm not doing too bad this morning. I'm a little tired though. A little tired, but you know that's how life goes some days. Look at that, boys and girls. We're on day 575, almost 576, and we are in Mountain Town. We have been moose stomped, and we're in the Milton Basin. Hence the title of the video today. Excited for the eclipse. I didn't even know when is the eclipse going to happen. Oh, that was my alarm. That was my alarm telling me, you better be on by now, dude. I had a full 10 hours of sleep. What? I don't know if that's gonna affect us or not. Begins in Oregon at 9:13 a.m. and ends in Texas at 12:03. So at 9:13 in about 45 minutes. Really? So it's going to actually... Partial eclipse begins at 8:06. Interesting. I don't know. I don't see anything. I'm going to open my window up and see if I can see it when it comes by. Hold on a second. Oh, it's going to be... Unfortunately, Faith, the problem is, unfortunately, the sky is really overcast and cloudy, and we won't be able to see it. Yeah, it's overcast and rainy here. It's cloudy and 65, and it's supposed to be cloudy all the way through the entire thing. So unfortunately, I don't think we'll be able to see any of it. Nope, it'll probably just get really dark outside, and that'll be about it. I was getting all excited. I was like, ooh, that'd be cool. But nah, it's not, yeah. It's cloudy there too, Janelle. And it's cloudy in North Carolina too. NASA will probably be streaming it for anybody who doesn't have the weather. That'd be cool. Well, we're on what's even more cool is we're on day 575. We're in the Milton Basin. We're gonna get our stuff going here. We are on day 3 in Mountain Town. We got 47 days to go. Hey, Mads, how's it going, buddy? How are you doing, Mads? Gen X Gaming Girl, hello, hello. How are you today? Oh, by the way, Mads, in my offline time, I've been letting my Dyson Sphere just run and build. And it's now up to almost 5 terawatts. And that's just one of the Dyson Spheres I have. I have others as well. Nice, very nice. Yeah, the 5 terawatt one, that's just around 1 star. Hey, look at that, we got some fish. We got some fish. Luckily, the weather's not too cold out here right now. Whoa!
Well, hello, everybody. How are you doing today? How's it going? Hello, hello. Yes, I'm the big bass. Yeah, how you doing? Yeah. So, we got another fish over there, Atheenon. You better go see to it, because it might go away. Might get away if you don't. Go on, get it, get it, get it.
Very insistent fish, alright. I love getting the bass. Beanie the bass. Is his name Beanie?
No, my name's not Beanie. It's Brebby. Brebby the bass. Call me Breb. That's my name.
Alright, it's Brebby, it's not Beanie. Yeah, I'm really curious, Mads, to see what the combat update does to everything. That's gonna be real interesting to see what it does. Did I catch a fish on a tip up I just placed? Possibly. The eclipse already started. What? I don't know. I don't. Did I just place those last session? I don't know if I placed those last session or not. I may have. But how you doing, Redacted? I hope everything's going good for you, buddy. It might be a log out, log in thing. You log out and you log back in and you catch some fish. Yeah, I guess that could happen. All right, we're gonna go up to the top here and look around there for a second. See if we can get some loot. Since we still have 76 hours of moose stomp to go. Yes, that's right. 76 hours. Basically, we're stuck down here for another 3 days worth of time. Probably 4 days because we can't, because, I mean, we aren't going to rest and do nothing for 3 solid days. But by the way, good morning. Grab a little fuel while we're down here. We need to loot. We need the loots. The loots must be done. Yes, Faith, they must be done. It's gray and cloudy here, just like it's gray and cloudy outside in my house right now. It's gray and cloudy everywhere. You can actually stim through a moose stomp, but I don't really want to. There's enough stuff for us to do in the basin that we can just do it and be good. One does not simply stim through a moose stomp. Although you can. I mean, you can stim to climb the rope. But if your stem runs out, then you're kind of screwed. If you ain't got another stem. You can get yourself caught in a very bad position. Oh, we got a birch and a maple there. And I just had a fish that got caught. I heard the little plop-plop. Playing my 18-day stalker run trying to get to the garage and Coastal Highway. Got surprised by the stupid bear and mauled. Was it the bear that was up there by the little cabins? Or was it the misanthrope bear? Asmith Clark, how you doing? Hello, hello. Good morning, good morning. Well, if you do get a chance, anybody, to see the eclipse today, have fun with that. I'll probably just see the sky darken out there. And nothing more. Because that's life in the fast lane, baby. Caught me between the log sort and the garage, but it's closer to the garage. That might be the bear that comes down from the area up there by the lookout tower. Would be my guess. Sometimes he will wander down pretty far. Or it could have been misanthrope. A lot of it depends on whether you had meat on you or not. Sometimes if you have meat and stuff on you, those bears can come from a long ways away and you never know where they came from, actually. Mrs. Honeypot, hello, hello. How are you today? Hey, how you doing? And I always say your name wrong and I apologize for that. I apologize for that. I'm very bad with screen names. I have the memory of a goldfish. So I forget them all the time. I forget how to pronounce them. Hey, Redacted with a 9-month membership. Surely make you lose your mind up in here. Up in here. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I had guts and deer skin. Second time it charged. I had my flare gun ready and dropped that sucker in one shot. Nice. Yeah, with the guts on you, it probably smelled you and came over there for you. Saucy Chem is with a 6-month as well. And then Redacted with the $5 super duper. Saying life in the fast lane. Surely make you lose your mind. Is it life in the fast lane though? Is it really? Is it really in the fast lane? It was Foggy, so just ran straight into his radius. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Yeah, that can cause you problems here and there. Okay, what else did we grab there? We grabbed ourselves a couple yucky pieces of food, which is fine. And Faith with the 11-month membership. Oh my god. Woot woot. Saying woot woot. I don't know why none of my alerts are working. I have no idea what's going on there. That's very odd. Oh. Dragons. Okay, there it is. It happened. Gonna lurk and play some Long Dark. All right, Ms. Honeypot, have a good lurk and thank you for coming by. Yes, I've been doing well though. I'm a little tired today, not gonna lie, but overall doing pretty good. That was very odd. I want to go out, but I don't want to go out. But I want to go out because it's warm. Let's go out because it's warm. Why not? Trying to get every achievement I'm missing for. Every challenge, 500 days, photographer, and all skills level 5. You know what I did to get... Those were kind of the last ones that I needed as well. Not the 500-day one. But I needed cartographer. I needed all skills at level 5. There was one other I needed. I can't remember. And of course, I needed the everyday one. So I just started up a stalker profile and just did all the skills to 5. Worked on the cartographer slowly but surely. And just kind of had fun with it. Because it's hard to get all skills to 5 on Interloper. There's not really a way to. What's the thing with the heart in the lower right corner of the chat? It's called an annoying thing that YouTube has put there that should be somewhere else because it covers up the damn chat, but you can click on it and you can do little emote thingies. I don't know why it's there. It's so annoying. Currently, I'm doing the challenge, and oh my god, yeah. It's a little, you're doing the challenges. Okay, the challenges. Yeah, some of the challenges can be fun. Nomad and Archivist are so boring. Yeah, Nomad and Archivist are probably the most boring of them all. Because it's just hurry up and wait. It's just hurry up and wait on those. And the problem I found with Archivist is that it's just, you just have to sit there and wait for an Aurora and then hope that you get a, you always hope that you get a, memory cache that you don't have yet. Which just is like, ugh. And then Nomad, yeah, Nomad's the same thing. You're just sitting around. You're sitting around and you have to be inside the garage. There should be like an area that you can be in. You know, like a radius around the garage you should be able to stay in. But yeah, if you're experienced at all in the long dark, the challenges are rather boring. I think that was actually one of the achievements that I got pretty early, was the challenge one. I don't play custom. You play custom, have over 1,000 hours, but no achievements. But you don't play custom often, but you do have an Interloper Endless Night Run, which is really fun. I haven't really tried the Endless Night type thing. Maybe we'll do an Endless Night Run right around Christmas time or something, or right around end of the month. Where can you turn off the live reaction thing? Is it in my settings somewhere? Now you piqued my interest, because I hate that thing. I mean, it's cool, and I just wish it was somewhere else. I don't mind it, I just wish it was somewhere else. In YouTube Studio customization settings, really? Is it under editing the video, maybe? Customization. Live chat reply. Live reactions, there we go. Bam. Changes saved. I think that should do it. Yes! Yes, it did it. It got rid of it. Hallelujah. Thank you. Thank you very much, Redacted. Yes. Yes, it's gone. No more dumb heart. I didn't know you could get rid of it. Otherwise, I would have got rid of it a long time ago. I'm so sorry, everybody. I just assumed I was stuck with it, so. I think Hinterland will do another Halloween event. I don't think they're going to now. It's not even that I mind the live reaction thing. I just don't like where they placed it. If they had put it like in the upper right-hand corner, or maybe just over the corner of chat or something, or made it a smaller bubble, or maybe just put it like, you know, down on the chat line, there's your username or something. If they'd done it somewhere there, I would have been totally fine with it. Internet say they won't be doing a Halloween event this year. Yeah. Their studio without Crunch. They don't have any Captain Crunch. Well, I feel bad for him, so. Well, the thing I don't like about it, Janelle, is that I don't like that. I don't like where it was, because I would always try to read chat, and then it covers up part of the chat, and then I have to guess words. I'm not the best at guessing words.
It's dusk, so
You don't want me guessing your words. That's not a recipe for anything but disaster. Yeah, I like the events too, but I understand why they're not doing them. They got just too much going on. I know, I wish they'd bring back 4 Days of Night as well. Even if they just released it in the state it was last time, which was absolutely horrible, I wish they would bring back 4 Days of Night. I like this one too, it's very foreboding. Very foreboding. We did get a little bit of birch bark out there.
The cold is making my head feel thick.
What, am I still cold in here? Oh, no. I was like, wait a second, am I still cold in here? What a... Whoa, wait a moment. 4 Days a Night without a revolver, with revolver ammo and no revolver? Yeah. That was a little frustrating. I will admit. That was a little, that rankled me a little bit. I don't know. We should have done something to express our displeasure with that. Like, you know, written them a note, given them a sign, made sure they understood how displeased we were. You know, something like that. Something like that. We should have done something. Yes, why no gun is still pretty funny. Why no gun? It asked a very important question. It asked a very, very important question. And they still haven't answered me to this day.
I would do anything for a drink.
I think Raph got a little pissed at me about that. He wouldn't have gotten mad at me about that, would he? Well, I had all that pistol ammo sitting in my inventory. Couldn't do a damn thing with it. I think that was the I think that was probably the driving force behind it. As I got to day 4, I had all that pistol ammo just sitting on me. I had literally like 200 plus pistol ammo. And because that pistol ammo was spawning, the problem was the rifle ammo was not spawning. Because the pistol ammo was in its spot. And so we weren't able to shoot many animals, which was really annoying. Come back here, you damn deer. Where'd my arrow go? That's weird. I heard it go boink. Where'd my arrow go? So weird. It boinked, but now it's gone. But yeah, so I mean, it was very frustrating because, so the story behind it is the year before when they did 4 Days a Night, it was pretty cool. We racked up like over 200. We racked up over 200 kills on wolves, and it was pretty exciting. It was like, okay, well let's. Oh, there it is. Thank you. Yes. And so it was pretty exciting. We had like 225 wolf kills that previous 4 Days a Night. And it was like, okay, let's see if we can beat our record this year. You know, let's go for a new record. And I was thinking, okay, between the bow, because there was no, in 4 Days a Night, you could not go to the forge. So whatever you found is all you got. So you could only shoot things with the bows and arrows that you found, and you could only shoot, and there was no birch or maple in the game either. So the bows and the arrows that you found were all that you got. Or actually, I don't know, there might have been birch or maple. No, I don't think there was. And so the rifle shots, and the rifle and the bullets that you found in the game were all that you had to hunt animals with. So it was kind of fun. It was like, well, let's see how many we can get with the limited supplies that we have. Well, that second year, they came out with the pistol, or the revolver, and the problem is that they put revolver ammo in the game for 4 days of night, but they did not put any revolvers in the game. And so all the spawns that would usually give you rifle ammo, a lot of them were now giving you revolver ammo with no revolver. And like I said, by the end of it, I had like over 200 revolver ammo and no revolver to shoot anything with. So we wrote Hinterland a nice little love letter, and yeah. That sounds like an exciting feature. Yes, it is. It was an exciting feature. Finally got to shoot the bow and totally kept missing the target. The bow takes a while. A love letter surrounded by flares. Yes, it was. You mean hit things like that? Tylee is like, stop showing off, you jerk. It was surrounded by some flares, but it was really off topic. But I've been really into the Binding of Isaac lately. I've seen some people play it. I watched a few people play it. I was like, huh, that's a game. That's interesting. Point blank, and I couldn't hit those dang bunnies. Well, you know, Tylea, the best way to get better. It's just I watched. I think it might have been Zero Planes. I think I watched Zero Planes or another streamer who played Binding of Isaac. Just wasn't my jam. It looked like an interesting game. I watched it. I was just like, what the hell is going on? What the hell is going on here? It looked pretty wild though. It's just more than anything. It's just the top, the view of it is just not my jam for the most part. You know, it's not everybody's thing. Okay, nothing in the truck. Nothing in the truck. But yeah, I enjoyed watching it for sure. I enjoyed watching Binding of Isaac quite a bit. I probably wouldn't enjoy playing it as much, but that's just me. I have no fuel on me, do I? No, I have exactly 9 sticks. Okay, let's go back and get a little fuel, and then we can come harvest some deer up. Sieber recommended a game called The Long Dark to me, and the reviews are incredible. My favorite was, please don't ever fix the game. Well, I lost the well-fed bonus and slowly starving, and still couldn't hit those dang little bunnies. I really enjoy that dog sledding game. Remember that one? Oh yeah, the Red Lantern. That was pretty fun. I love roguelikes. It's a roguelike. Yep. Playing it's a little clunky. This is like 60 years. It's not 60 years old. There's no video game out there that's 60 years old. If that was 60 years old, that meant that means the CIA was playing it back in the 60s and the 50s, which I guess they maybe could have. I guess they could have been playing it back in the 50s. Yeah, the Red Lantern was I thought that was a pretty fun one to play. Did that one ever come out on Steam? Oh, it is out on Steam. It's $7.90.49. Oh wow, that's a good price. It's 70% off right now. If you want a fun little game, boys and girls, it does have some replay value, and you get to interact with puppy dogs. Right now, Red Lantern is on sale for $7.50. It's 70% off on Steam right now. Which is a pretty good deal. Pretty good deal there. I like the Red Lantern. It had some replayability to it. I mean, it was sort of the same thing over and over again, but... Howdy, I broke down and played Long Dark. Why did you do that? Secret tree! Wait. Secret tree! Secret tree! Secret tree, hoo-ha! We are now inside the cliff. The cliff is all around us. Whoop. Some guy named Cliff is all around us. Hoo-ha-ha! Exactly, Michael. Secret tree, hoo-ha-ha! There are 60-year-old games, classics like Space Wars, 3D Tic-Tac-Toe. Computer... 60 years? 60 years would be 1963. Were there video games in 1963? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Were there video games in 1963? Pong came out in the 70s. Really? Was there really? Wow. First video game ever was in October 1958. Physicist William Higginbotham created what was thought to be the first video game. It was a very simple tennis game, similar to the classic 70s video game Pong, and was quite a hit at the Brookhaven National Laboratory Open House. 1958 was the first video game. I mean, I'm sure it wasn't something you could go down and buy for a console. I'm sure there was no consoles back then, but yeah, 1958 was actually wow. I did not think there were video games around that long ago. That is absolutely nuts. That is a little bit crazy. Okay, well, color me completely wrong, which isn't a surprise because I am usually wrong every day and twice on Sundays, so that does not surprise me a whole lot. Okay, so let's see another thing. Since we're on that path. Binding of Isaac was released in 2011 for Microsoft Windows, then ported to OS X and Linux. There you go. Oh no, you didn't derail the stream. No, you're fine, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it at all. Don't worry about it at all. It's totally okay. It's a learning stream. It's a learning stream. It's probably like a 1 megabyte game which made the characters, made with characters on a desktop. Oh no, that's fine. Don't worry about it. We like to learn. We're all about learning on this stream. I like learning new stuff. Now I can be like, you know when the first video game was created? 1958. 12 years before I was even born. We like to think that most video game stuff happened in the late 70s and early 80s, but there were video games around in the 60s. Nerds! Nerds! Does the unburdened perk stack when multiple pies? No, it does not. There is no multiple pie eating. You do not, and shall not eat multiple pies. Multiple pies are not allowed, my friend. Multiple pies are a no. What's a video game? I don't know. It's this thing I heard about Redacted. All the kids are like excited about it. It's something you play on a. I don't know. They called it a pewter, a powder, a something or another. I don't know. Maybe a computer, complotters. So you play it on something, and sometimes you can play it on this thing called the Z box or the. I know it started with a letter. It's like the K box. I don't know. It's all very confusing to me. And then there's one made by Sony, but there's like 4 of them. There's like 4 of them or 5 of them made by Sony. They're stations, I think. I think they called them stations.
Die if I don't warm up soon.
I don't know what you do on them though. Maybe you play on them or something. Update, the sun is now crescent. It looks like a gray, cloudy day outside, little blind mouse. Boo. Did I get wood for the deer harvesting? I did not. The game station, I think that might be it, yes. That might be it. Whatever happened to the GameCube? I don't keep up on video game stuff much, but whatever happened to the GameCube? You still have your GameCube? I know, but what happened to it? Do they actually still put out games for it or not? The moon is directly above you. Oh goodness, no. GameCube evolved into Nintendo Switch. Okay. I remember that was like a huge thing. My kids love the Nintendo GameCube. Don't look at the solar eclipse, boys and girls, by the way. Don't do it. Because what you'll be looking into is a black hole sun. Won't you come? There are GameCube games you can play on Switch, but you need the online membership. Oh, so there's sort of like, it's sort of like made some that you can. Okay, so this is in the safe area here. Can I get a mag lens? Yes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We got a mag lens. We got a mag lens. Bump, 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 bump. That fire's on fire.
That's done.
That fire's on fire. And I lost some bags.
I'm not sure I can carry.
No, maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't lose any bags. Maybe they fixed that glitch. That was a 7-kilo deer. I think I got most of the meat. Cook up some water here. Ath, is a unique bow available on Interloper? No, and it's not possible to repair it. Those are the two things that suck about it. Is it's the only bow that's like a unique bow. It's not available on Interloper, and you can't repair it. So no to all the questions. I wish I had better news for you, Alex. But it's not available, and you can't repair it. Sorry. It sucks. It'd be so nice if you could. Believe me, I would love it if you could get it on Interloper. Even if I couldn't repair it, it'd just be cool to get. Yeah, that we don't even have the option for it. It kind of is like, oh, it's like, oh man.
The sun's setting. It's gonna get a lot colder soon.
Well, the milling machine has a purpose. I mean, I actually actively use the milling machine. Like, I use the milling machine on this run, as a matter of fact, because I'm out of whetstone. So the milling machine does have a purpose, just not much of one. Now the ammo workbench, yeah, has no purpose at all. There's a live NASA feed right now of the solar eclipse. Is it on YouTube? Really? The hell was that? That's not it. Did it really blow my fire out? It really blew my fire out, didn't it?
Might have to drop some gear.
Oh, shushaby. And both my fish traps are up. Okay, I'm not gonna let the solar eclipse kill me. I was looking for it. I was like, okay, well, let's see if I can find it. I mean, supposedly it's going on right now. It's getting dark out there. It is getting dark out there, I'm not gonna lie. It's on YouTube, Ari? Okay. I'm just gonna drop those guts under there because I don't want to look at them. That's how I roll, baby. Guts under the hide. Got another hide there. This is another really off-topic question, but ever heard of Deep Rock Galactic? I have heard of that. I have heard of Deep Rock Galactic. I've never got a chance to play it. But I have heard of that one before. NASA Eclipse. Oh, there it is right there. Oh, they're just doing their thing. Very interesting. Okay, cool. Cool beans. NASA's got its thing going on. So yes, there is an official NASA Eclipse stream going on right now. Finally survived a single day in Interloper. Nice! It is naturally dark and rainy here, so it's a normal day. Yeah, it is getting pretty dark out there right now. Yeah, unfortunately, it's cloudy here too, so I can't really see anything. But yeah, I've seen Deep Rock Galactic before. I've never played it. Never got a chance to. I wonder actually if that's on sale. Is that one on sale? Deep Rock Galactic. Oh yeah, it has a bunch of different packs and stuff out right now. Like a whole bundle, yeah. That's the other thing that scares me away from it. To get the whole entire bundle of games, it's $120 freaking dollars. It's like, nah, I'm good. I see games like that, it just makes me go, no. I mean, I understand that's how game studios make money, but sometimes it just gets a little ridiculous after a while. Are those just cosmetics? Not the game itself? Oh, I'm sure it is. I'm also sure that I'll probably not be playing it anytime soon. I just don't, honestly, I just don't have the time. My schedule right now is so packed full of games that I'm playing, as well as driving for Lyft, that I don't have the time to, unfortunately, delve into any games that are not new. Anything that's old at the moment, I'm just kind of like shelving for the moment, thinking of playing it, and I might come to it someday. But yeah, I think I actually have Deep Rock Galactic on my wish list, but I just don't have the time. I wish I did, but oh wow, it is getting really dark out there. I barely have the time to play. I have right now on Steam. Let's see, how many games do I have in my library? Does it give you a library count anymore? It doesn't give you a library count anymore. Oh, I have 269 games on Steam. 269.
Damn. I'm freezing.
It's a lot of games. And some of them I've never even played. I just picked them up because they're on sale, you know, they're on like a Steam sale or whatever. I'm like, ooh, this one looks good. And then I never play it. And then there's some of them I've only played once. Some of them I've only played for like 3 or 4 hours. Some of them you can only play for 3 or 4 hours. Yeah, but there's a whole bunch that I've never even played. Which is crazy. Like, what is Deceit? I don't think I've ever played that one. I don't even know why it's on my list. Is that like a spooky game? Test your instincts and trust your deception in an action-filled multiplayer first-person shooter. Wake up in an unknown surroundings at the sound of the game master's unfamiliar voice. Oh, it's a free-to-play one. Okay, that's why I've never played it. I saw it was free-to-play, and I was like, oh, I'll just pick that up and see what it's like. And then I never played it. All right, we got some fish and stuff. We gotta get cooked up here eventually, because that's all lantern oil for us. Yeah, I have a bunch of games I've never even played. My list of games I've played is probably as long as the list of games I have played. Which is really scary. And there's a lot of them I've only played for like 3 or 4 hours. Maybe 5 hours. And then, of course, we got The GOAT, Long Dark, which I have 6,355 hours in. And then 7 Days to Die, which I have 552 hours in. Escape the Pacific with 473. 457 in Dyson Sphere. and 380 in Icarus. So that's how that goes. What kind of fuel do I have on me? Not a whole lot. Let's grab a couple more sticks here. Piece of that, piece of that. Ooh, excuse me. Guess I can map while I'm down here. Alright, have a great night, my friend. No Valheim? No, Valheim I played for a little while. I've got 66 hours in Valheim. I wasn't real impressed by Valheim, to be honest. I mean, I know a lot of people like it, but to me, Valheim is a multiplayer game. It's a coded for multiplayer type game. You can play it solo, don't get me wrong, and I know people do, but it's just not as much fun if you play it solo. It definitely is a game that is geared towards being optimal when you play it with other people, which is fine. I mean, that's totally okay. It just doesn't excite me as much as a solo player game. It's a fine game though. I mean, I had a lot of fun with it. I'm not knocking Valheim. I'm just saying that, you know, much like Raft, I thought it was a decent game, but when you play it solo, it's kind of a solo slog grind type game, which is fine, but it doesn't work real well on stream because you spend a lot of time just like doing the same thing over and over and over again. And well, yeah, some people like the forest, or you know, some people like the forest and some people don't. You know, it's very much a grind, and that's not. I don't mind games that I grind with on stream, as long as the grind can be enjoyable. And I just didn't find the grind to be super enjoyable in Valheim. You know, that's just my personal opinion. It's not right or wrong. It's just, it is what it is. Doesn't mean the game's bad. You tried playing Project Zomboid? Yeah. I tried playing Project Zomboid too, and I returned it. It's one of the few games I've ever returned on Steam. I was like, yeah, this is not a game for me. I was like, no. Not the game for me, my friends. I just, you know, and I've played some isometric view games before. I'm not a big fan of them. Probably my favorite one is The Flame and the Flood. The Flame and the Flood, I don't know, is that one on sale right now? That one comes at free and on sale all the time. Wait a second, what's that update? Starfield update. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's neat, okay. But yeah, if you've never played The Flame and the Flood, yeah, it's like 15 bucks. It's not a bad game. It's pretty good, actually. The Flame and the Flood's pretty fun. I really enjoyed The Flame and the Flood, but it gets a little grindy, too, after a while. I don't mind a good grind, ladies. But after a while, I get a little tired. Hey, Tala, how you doing? Well, we're down in the basin. We killed a moose. We got lots of moose meat, lots of deer meat. We're just kind of cooking some stuff up right now. Just doing a little cooking. Yeah, but the Long Dark's different. The Long Dark has no definitive, you must do this before you do this to progress to this. That's the kind of grind that gets to me after a while. When you must spend 15 hours mining copper so that you can get this upgrade and have enough stuff to do this. That's the sort of thing that I'm kind of like, after a while, I'm kind of like, oh, okay. If there's nothing else to do in the meantime, I get kind of bored. Like, alright, is there something else I can do during this time? Nope. Nope. But yeah, if you've never played the Flame and the Flood, definitely go play it. You can only take it so far, but it has a really good story mode, and then the sort of free roam mode is kind of fun up to a point. The free roam can get a little old, because there's like a top level where you kind of get all of the gear. You have all the best gear. You have all the raft upgrades. You have all the you have everything. You have all the weapon upgrades and everything like that. So Flame and the Flood can get a little old after a while too, but it has a very interesting gameplay. Is the endless identical side quests in Ubisoft games? Yeah. Unfortunately, you know, the fetch quests and the escort quests are a favorite of game makers, and they try to make them different. They try to make them like unique, but they never really are. I mean, they seem unique at first, but after you've played the game for a little while, you realize they aren't really that unique. You realize after a few hours of gameplay that the side quests are really not that unique, and a lot of them feel very much the same, and a lot of them have the same exact rewards, the same exact almost the same exact dialogue. Like, oh, help me, something's gone wrong in the village. Or in the case of Starfield, help me, there's raiders that are attacking nearby. We sure would be happy if you went and cleared them out. It's like, okay, I guess I'll go get some XP. The Crimson Fleet is here, and they're taking over things. Yay, let's go take care of the Crimson Fleet. So yeah, but you think about it, there's only so many things you can do with side quests. I like the way that, you know, I like the way that Red Dead Redemption did some of the side quests, where there were some that were very similar, but there was also some very unique side quests that you could vividly remember certain side quests in Red Dead. Now, there was a side quest in Starfield, the one where you're helping the Freestar people. You like help the Freestar and the UC at the same time. It's like the Freestar and the UC are teaming up, and you kind of help them both out. And it's kind of an uneasy alliance between the two. I thought that was kind of cool. Witcher 3 side quests are amazing. And by the way, speaking of Witcher 3, boys and girls, I have episodes recorded. There'll be new episodes starting this next week for all the members on the channel. And I'll also be starting to release some of the older Witcher 3 gameplay to the general public. I think for the general public, we're up to like issue 25-ish. And if you're a member on the channel, there's over 90 episodes. There'll be over 100 episodes here very soon. I just got done recording the 100th episode the other night. So, and it's getting really good. Really good. So yeah, those are up there for the YouTube members. Some of them are being released to the general public as well. but at quite a delay versus being a member on the channel. So that is one of the exclusive items that you get for several months before it's going to be released to the general public. And that will be starting up again on Monday. Monday at right around the time I start the stream, actually, or I mean at the time I end the stream, because I have to do it for members only. I have to manually make the video live. There's no setting a members only video for future release, which kind of sucks, I think. There should be a way you can set that for a future release, but whatever. You only stream here on weekends? Yes, I only stream on Saturday and Sunday morning here on YouTube. Good morning, Honora. How are you today, darling? But yeah, Saturday and Sunday mornings on YouTube is only in the morning. And on the weekends. Oh. The rest of the week, oh, it's over on Twitch. Oh, and also, if you're a member on YouTube, you can go see my very controversial LA Noire gameplay. Which got me shadow banned on YouTube. I always wonder what it would take to get shadow banned on YouTube. Now I know. Now I know. And knowing's half the battle, baby. How many hours we got? 41 hours left, my friends. 41 hours. But yeah, I only do it here on YouTube Saturday and Sunday mornings, mainly because I stream on Twitch. That's sort of always been my main thing, is YouTube is Twitch streaming. But at the beginning of the year, Twitch decided that they were losing enough people that they to YouTube, because they changed a whole bunch of their policies last year, that they needed to let their partners be able to stream on other platforms with no penalties. So they did that. What's getting shadow banned? It's basically when your videos are out there, but they are not being promoted to anybody who's not your subscriber base, and even your subscriber base is not having them pop up in their feeds very often. Basically, LA Noire is a game that has some rather... It has some nudity in it because of the content. It's like a 50s gangster detective sort of gumshoe game. And the thing is that the content is rather spicy. And I uploaded some of those videos to YouTube, and because I did that, I started doing that in January. And by the end of January, I was actually getting no new subs at all. In fact, I was losing subs, because everybody loses subs. You gain some subs and you lose some subs. But generally, it's always a positive. It's a net positive usually. And so when January came around and I started streaming LA Noire, and then I uploaded it here to YouTube, by the end of January, I was seeing no growth on the channel at all. And I actually had to contact, it was about a month, I think it was the end of February, I contacted YouTube directly, and I was like, well, what's going on? My channel's just died. I'm getting no new growth. My videos are not getting any views. The only people who are seeing the videos, according to my analytics, is my subscribers. And so basically, it wasn't promoting my videos to anybody else other than my like hardcore subscribers, and that was it. And after I talked to them, after I got a hold of them, and I privatized all the LA Noire videos and made them members only, put them behind a paywall, then I actually started getting my videos actually started being seen by other people again. It basically just means they do not give any priority or any views to your stuff that is not To anybody other than your subscribers. So basically, you are on YouTube. You can be found if somebody specifically looks for you, but if they aren't looking for you, they'll never find you. Which was like, wow. We're the devil horns phase now. Devil horns! Oh wait, no, not that kind of devil horns. How you doing, Ari? 2 minutes till totality. Yeah, it's getting pretty dark here too. I mean, honestly, it looks like any other cloudy day in Oregon, but it's getting dark here too. But yeah, so that's what being shadow banned feels like. Is your channel just kind of stagnates. It's not like they demonetized me or, you know, anything like that. They just basically don't promote you anymore. You just do not, there's no eyes seeing your content. And it was funny, right after I talked to him, my channel started growing again. Oh yeah, it's ridiculous, Azimuth. Some of the stuff I've seen on YouTube, I'm like, how is that, like, not, you know, it shows up in my feed and I'm like, how is that not, like, getting people shadow banned or whatever? How is that beating the algorithmic thing? But it's like, whatever. But now I know for next time, and next time it happens, I'll be able to be like, oh, okay. Plus, you know, it was a learning experience. I learned from it, and I know, you know, I sort of know what to and not to do now, so. So now I know there's certain things I'm not gonna do. See, and for me, I thought LA Noire wasn't going to be a problem because I even marked it as mature content, not for anybody under 18. I mean, I did all the things I was supposed to do, you know, because it asks you, you know, when you upload a video, it asks you a whole bunch of questions about the video, like, is it made for kids or not made for kids? Should it be marked for 18 and older? Should it, you know, it gives you sort of a little questionnaire that you fill out about the video, and most of the time it's pretty routine because none of the stuff I do is very spicy, so I just, you know, routinely just fill out the same thing. Well, for LA Noire, I know specifically I made an effort to, you know, make sure that it was like, okay, this is for adults only. This is a 18 plus video. This is not for kids. Please don't promote it to kids. Not that, I mean, most of my stuff isn't promoted to kids anyway. And so I made sure that I had it all marked correctly, and it still didn't work. the algorithm was still like, yeah. Guess what? Guess what? You know why they call it kick? It's because everybody who's there are people who got kicked off of Twitch. The problem with kick, Azimuth, is that I've spent 7 years building up a viewer base on Twitch, and I'm not gonna switch a platform, right? I'm not gonna switch a platform. Most of the people streaming over there, there's some people streaming over there doing some pretty wacky stuff. And I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop on Kick at some point, because they're letting people get away with a lot of stuff that Twitch realized long ago they could not let people do on their service. So we'll see how it plays out. I mean, you know, it could play out just fine. Well, the funny thing is, Little Blind Mouse, here's the funny thing. There's people thinking they're screwing over Twitch by going over to Kick, not realizing that the platform that Kick is on, the base platform that it's on, it's proprietarily owned by Amazon. And they're paying Amazon to use that use that model because it looks so much like Twitch. It's because it is. It's basically owned by the same company. That's at least what I heard. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe somebody was just pulling my leg. But that's what I heard, is that it's not really screwing over Amazon at all. Hello? So yeah, learning. I mean, I'm already signed up on Kick. If you want to go give me a follow over there, that's fine. Wow. But I mean, I mean, I understand why they did it though. Twitch has sort of perfected the model for a live streaming like platform as far as oh, it's getting lighter out now. And it's sort of perfected the model for the idea of it. And so, you know, it's a good platform model, because Twitch is, you know, over the years made it work. But yeah, there's a lot of liberty at first, and then you know, people do stupid stuff. That's the thing, Azimuth, is that there's certain people that make it so we can't have nice things. It's like, oh, so this is why we can't have nice things, you jackasses. Cause yeah, at first usually the platforms are pretty lenient. Well, I mean, look at the wild west days of YouTube. I mean, 10, 15 years ago, there was stuff going up on YouTube you could never put up today. And it wasn't even really that spicy. It was just, there was some ridiculous stuff going up on YouTube. And you couldn't do that today. Same thing with Twitch. There's stuff that's happened on Twitch that you can't do today either. But, you know, pretty much with any sort of... I think the thing people have to realize is that pretty much with any sort of art type environment, because really YouTube, Twitch, live streaming is all kind of an art in a way. It's kind of it's a performance, it's an art, all that sort of stuff. There's always going to be a small minority of people that try to push the envelope and see what they can get done, see what they can do, see how far they can go. There's always going to be that small minority that does that kind of ruins it for everybody, because then the platform has to make rules that apply to everybody, and sometimes those rules don't work out so well. You know, and then there's the people who are trying to be manipulative about it go, well, you say you can't wear a bathing suit on stream, but what if I'm at the beach or near a body of water? Oh, well, you can wear a bathing suit then. Oh, so I'll just put a hot tub in my living room and then I can be in a bikini on stream. When all of us know that's not what was intended. See, and it's stuff like that where I'm sure there's executives just going, oh my freaking God, would you just stop with the goddamn nonsense? You stop being an idiot, you moron. That's not what it was meant to be. And see, that's the thing, is there's certain people that will push the boundaries that ruin it for everybody. Because then usually the platforms have an overreaction and clamp down even harder on stuff, because they have to go, okay, now we have to take all the, we have to include the idiot factor in all of this, and the factor of people that are just going to be manipulative for their own pocketbook, so they can you know, so they can push their OF. Yes, the only circular things that push hair. You know, and so they realize there's people out there that want to do that have no respect for anybody else that it's trying to do anything on a platform. And see, the thing for me that bothers me, I don't care if you want to do that kind of content, do that kind of content. You know, the thing that bothers me the most about that though is it puts this, it sort of puts this thing out in the ether where if you're a female content creator on YouTube, on Twitch, you'll get those questions. Oh, do you have an OF? You know, you'll get those even when all you want to do is stream video games. And then you have to be like, no, I don't do that. And then people are like, oh, well, why not? You know, and it's like it puts that out there, and I think it's unfair because it's like there's good female content creators out there that don't want to be harassed about that. You know, they just want to make video game content, or you know, they just want to have a, you know, just chatting channel, and they don't want to be, you know, objectified like that. And I think it's unfair for them. Because, you know, if they just said, hey, we can't do this content on here at all, then it would just be a flat and dry, you know, cut and dry thing. And I think it's unfair, and it kind of is sad. Strip bikini golf on YouTube this morning. Well, yeah, exactly. That's the thing. There's a bunch of creeps that will ask for it. Who will just keep hounding you for it, who will harass you for it, and it sucks. You shouldn't have to put up with that. You should be able to be, I mean, you know, nobody's ever going to ask me to build an OnlyFans, okay? Nobody's ever going to ask me to do an OF. So I'm pretty safe there. My OF will be opening up soon, ladies. There will be feet pics aplenty. Plenty of feet pics. No, feats in the game. You know, like the 500-day feat, the getting every getting, you know, the hitting a rabbit from 25 yards feat, all those feats. I'm gonna put those up there. Those will be my feats. I'll advertise it as feats only, and I'll have clips of me achieving all the feats in the game. But see that only beards. Yeah, there we go. Only beards. Yes. Me and Gazbeard and Rand Althor will start that channel up. I must say I'm one of the ladyboy beards though in that whole group. So, you know, they will be my beards. You know, me and Rand Althor and Gazbeard will be all in there. Those guys will have their big full bushies. My little tiny beard. Zach F. Style Zach will be in there as well. We'll get the whole crew together. We'll get the whole bearded crew together. But see, that's the thing, Little Blind Mouse. It's sad that your friend felt that she had to do that just to shut up some people in her chat. It's kind, and honestly, it's kind of gross. It's like, really. It's just that's what happens when you allow those kind of content creators on your platform. It is. It sucks that people are put in that position where it's like, it's like just so annoying. The Long Dark Crew is a bushy bunch. The Long Dark Crew is a pretty bushy bunch. I will tell you that. There's a lot of bushies in the Long Dark Crew. I think it takes a certain kind of person to play Long Dark. And that person, a lot of times, if they're male, will have a beard attached to them. Speaking of things that need to be attached to me, I need to go get something to drink. I'll be right back. Something about mountain men playing survival games. Yes, indeed. Those mountain men playing survival games. Well, see, and that's the sad thing too, Asmith, is that you know, and it's not, and the sad thing is, it's not like as a young lady, you don't even need to be, I don't know what, you don't have to be a quote-unquote super hot or anything to get that kind of attention. You can just be a normal gal, and there'll just be creepos that do that. And it's like, really? I just gotta say, men, just, like, chill out. Just chill out, guys. What if that was your daughter? What if that was your mom? There we go. Everybody's got a mom. Not everybody has a daughter. What if that was your mom? And like I said, I don't care if people do that sort of stuff or not. It's fine. If that's how you want to make your money, go ahead. I think it damages a lot of people, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. It's your life. But I think it also hurts a lot of other ladies who want to get into streaming because they get harassed for that sort of content when all they want to do is just get online and have fun. Oh, I mean, I know it'll be shocking, but I've had some harassers in my chat too. I've been harassed in chat. I mean, as a guy, I take it completely different. It's like, what? For me, it's like weirdo. It's like, what the heck's going on? But I've had that in my chat too. So.
That guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy.
Hey. There will be no drinking of the urine around here, my friend. No urine drinking allowed, buddy. Jeez Louise. Thomasina seems to handle trolls. Well, it's not. It's one of those things, Ari, where you kind of have to have a thick skin, and I think that's one thing that people need to realize is that as toxic as the online environment can get these days, you just you either have to have a really thick skin or, like me, just do not give a crap. Most things these days don't bother me because I'm old and I just don't give a crap anymore. It's like, I've lived 53 years on this planet. There's nothing some 20-year-old is gonna say, or, you know, or teenager's gonna say that's gonna bother me. I mean, I may be like, really, you're being dumb, but at the same time, it's not like, you can harass me. It's not like I'm gonna be bothered by it particularly. I'm not gonna, you know, let it affect me. I may get agitated, or I may get excited. I may rant about it for a few minutes, but I'm not gonna like not be able to sleep because of it. So, yeah, it's one of those things where as you get older. That's one thing I've really enjoyed about getting older is that you just stop caring as much. You heard him. You have permission to harass him. No. No harassment. Don't harass me. I can bother you. Oh God, two stakes are not parallel. Which ones? Which? Oh, I see what you're talking about, yeah. That one's not quite straight with the others. Hold on. We gotta straighten these up. There we go. Okay. I feel a little better now. Thanks for pointing that out, though. I appreciate that. Alright, let's get a little more water. Hey, they weren't straight. That was steak harassment. That was some steak harassment right there. Think I can live down here for a few days? Oh, the late game. It's so much fun. Feel the power. Feel the power, ladies and gentlemen. I like this track too. You want to harass ass, just say they weren't parallel. That's just mean. That's just plain, pure meanness. I bet that other fish tip-up is ruined by now. I haven't been out there in a while, and I bet that fish tip-up is rather ruined. Ah. Moose meat roasting on an open fire. I'm singing Christmas songs real early. Hey, with a $2 super sticker. What is that? What is that little guy? Is that an avocado? Or is that a pear? If it's a pear, it's a green pear. Is that an avocado or a pear? Thank you for the $2 super sticker! I love the little super stickers. I think they're so cute. It's a work. Is it a workout pear? Oh God, you're gonna make me work out. That's what you want. You want a workout stream. You want me to get my. You want me to get my yoga pants on and do a workout. I see. See, you're harassing me already. You want the only ath coming. You want the only ath channel to come around. I see how you are. It's a blushing pear. It's blushing. Oh, okay. Yeah, we can all stretch. Let's all take a stretch while the moose meat is cooking. Oh. 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 Yep, everybody gets a stretch. It's stretchy time. Oh. Oh, get a little twist. Oh, there we go. Oh. Ah. No Christmas songs before Halloween. No Christmas songs before Halloween. That actually felt good. You should all do that. You should all get up, take a little stretch break. You'll feel better. It'll get the blood flowing. Tylea, thank you for the 11-month bear level membership. Appreciate the support there very much. Saying take a sip of drink of drink or water. Okay, take a sip of drink or water. Okay, got it. I did. I got the sip.
Too heavy.
I did it before I read it, but that's okay. Too heavy. Hey, it's too heavy. It's too pocked, too heavy. I still haven't cooked that rabbit meat. I think I'm gonna keep a kilo of this. And, oh my goodness, Tylea just gifted 5 memberships going out to Donald Robinson, Michelle Skelly, Beetlebee, Energetic Island, and my donkey 03.
The power in the verse can stop me.
Tylea, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Oh my goodness. Welcome everybody into the Ath Pack. Don't forget you do have some exclusive content you can go watch as a member, including our Witcher 3 series, which is up on YouTube right now, and there will be new episodes coming out daily starting next week again. I'm getting back into the swing of things, finally. I spent the last couple weeks recording a few episodes and getting them all ready to go. So we'll get some more Witcher 3 coming up, and we'll be passing episode 100 on the YouTube on the member side. I think we're only up to like episode 20, 24, 25 for the general public. So the general public's way behind. Yes, you do have to make sure you turn on the gifted subs on each channel so you can get a gifted membership if they're given out. You have to basically opt into it, which I think is the weirdest thing ever. I don't know why you have to opt into getting a membership. It's not like it costs you anything. I've never understood why that's an opt-in type thing. But it is what it is, you know? What you gonna do? Alright, gonna cook these up. I'm gonna leave those because if we can get some ptarmigans, I was trying to find ptarmigan yesterday. That's why I was kind of wandering around. I was like, oh, well, maybe there's some ptarmigans out here. Nope, no ptarmigan. No ptarmigan. Yeah, and you have to do it on every channel. I know, that's the silly thing. You can't just go, I want to opt in for gifted memberships. You have to go into the channel, you gotta opt in. The whole 9 yards. It's rather silly. There must be some legal thing that happened. I mean, there must be something that happened that caused them to put that in there, where it has to be an opt-in situation. Maybe like their legal team was like, oh no, we can't have people just getting free memberships to channels, because they may not want it. They may feel that they're being harassed into watching the channel or something. Some of them are spaced too far apart. Are you serious? But I couldn't put the rabbits any closer. Look, they don't go any closer. That's as close as I can get the rabbits. The rabbit meat is weird. It's got the little. It looks like a little fetus with a. Now that I've seen it, I can't unsee it. Oh, now that I've seen it, I can't unsee it. You know what I'm talking about. And if you don't, thank goodness you don't know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, good, your mind is not perverted like my own. Anyway. Anywho, yeah. Have you wandered back by the rope or the way back towards the logjam near Forlorn Entrance? I did wander to the Forlorn Entrance, yes. And now I've ruined bunnies. I'm sorry, Janelle. I'm sorry. My mind went there. I couldn't do anything about it. Do I have any torches at all? No, I don't. Let's grab a torch just to have one. Not that I really need one, but we'll just grab one anyway. It's not my fault. It's the game's fault. They should have made the bunny rabbit meat look like little fetuses with little thingy malingies. I don't want to get banned off YouTube now. Let's eat a little baby meat. Now we'll just call it baby meat. now it's just baby meat. The rabbit meat looks like rabbit. Exactly. Exactly. It looks like a rabbit. See, there's its head. There's its little legs. Yeah, just keep telling yourself that. It's a boy. Congratulations. How do you know it's a boy, Laka? What gave it away? Our other fish trap is probably ruined, so. Protrusion is the rabbit ears. Exactly. Exactly. You're right, Jacob. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Atheenon, ruining the long dark since 2000. Yeah, I figured that was gonna happen. Ruining the long dark since 2016 or 2017. This is why we can't have nice things, people. It's actually pretty nice out. I say we go up to the Rocky Refuge and take a little map drawing. I say we just do it.
Fingers feel numb.
I know you're cold, buddy. I feel for you, my friend. It's really cold out today. Baby, it's cold outside. Ooh, Hadrian's new Long Dark Against All Odds episode 146 just dropped, boys and girls. Episode 146 of Against All Odds just dropped here on YouTube. Hi, Hadrian. If you haven't checked out Hadrian's channel before, go check it out. He's got lots of good gameplays up there. Long Dark, Civilization 6, Stellaris. Right now he's only doing Long Dark, but he should be back to doing some other stuff, possibly Crusader King 3, which I've never seen before. So he's going to be playing some other stuff too, but right now he's doing Long Dark. So go check him out, give him some love. Hadrian is awesome and amazing in so many ways. I keep waiting. He's supposed to be doing, he's going to do at some point. Oh, wow, that's beautiful. At some point, he's going to do a... He's going to do a playthrough of Detroit Become Human, which I'm really excited for. I can't wait to see him play Detroit Become Human. Hadrian is actually the reason I started playing Detroit Become Human. And so I can't wait to see him play it. Because that is going to be hot, hot, hot. It's going to be hot sauce, man, with a side of hot sauce. Be some hot smoky sauce. Well, that's a cliff. Well, that's a cliff going down. But yes, we do love our Hadrian around here. We do love our Hadrian around here. But yeah, his new video just dropped like 2 minutes ago. I just got a notification about it. Gonna go see. Yeah, it's up and live. Go get it. It's called. What was it called? Something about a plane. Against all odds, Phantom Cockpit Power. Some Phantom Cockpit Power. Glad he put the pit on there. Stop it, Atheenon. Stop being perverted. Okay, let's get back in here. Grab some charcoal there. And yes, definitely go check out Tylea for some survival games as well. Here on YouTube, as well as on Twitch. I've been seeing you do a lot of live streams here on YouTube, though, too, Tylea. Making me happy. You just got your notification, too? Very nice. Very, very nice. A cockpit, it's like an armpit, but... yeah, sort of. In a way. You could compare the two, I suppose. Go ahead and just pass a little time. I just want to get a little more tired. And we should be healed of broken ribs when we wake up in the morning. When we wake up, we should be good. Oh, I was just saying, you're doing some live streams here on YouTube, and that's cool. I'm happy to see you do some live streams on the YouTubes and on Twitch as well. So that's always good too. All right, broken ribs we are healed, my brothers, my brothers and sisters, in Christ. We are healed today. Healed, I tell you. And we got way too much stuff.
I need to drop something.
Yeah, we got a few too many things. Got a few too many things. Oh, we're coming back. We're coming back. We're gonna take all this stuff is going up above for us. We are so coming back. There's most of the weight. What do we have on us that's so damn heavy? Oh, it's all those cattails, of course. I've got these stones, which I don't need. There's no coming back. I'm coming back here. What are you talking about there? What are you smoking? Get some teas readied up, because why not? We're at 46 kilos. How much water do we have? 2 liters? Okay. We'll drop most of the water.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Switch over to our crampons. We're at 43 now. 43.94. All of our clothing is in really good shape. I mean, we got a couple pieces here that are a little shy. Yeah, I just was thinking of that too, Faith. It's funny, I just looked over in chat and saw that you mentioned that. And it's like, oh yeah, actually most of my clothing is not in bad shape at all. And the clothing that's not in bad shape, the clothing that's in kind of shape is just my my cloth clothing, so. And I'll repair that up. That way we'll get rid of the cloth. Yeah, you were like, you were sending me the mind waves. I know. I felt them. I felt the wave of the mind. What do you do if you run out of cloth in the game? You go to Coastal Highway or Desolation Point or Bleak Inlet, and you get a whole bunch more. There is actually no running out of cloth in the game. It just gets harder to acquire it later on, but you can always get cloth in the game. The cloth it washes up on the beach if you go beachcombing, and then if you don't find any right away, you just wait for a storm to come up, and then you go basically on the coastline of Coastal Highway and Desolation Point and Bleak Inlet. You can go down on the coastline, and there'll be things that wash up on the shore. And sometimes it'll be pure cloth. A lot of times it will be pieces of clothing. And so you can just pick up the pieces of clothing, and boom, you're good to go. So, And then you can just rip that clothing apart and get the cloth. And sometimes you'll get like a really nice jacket that'll give you like 2 pieces of cloth. You can even find leather clothing down there. You can find shoes that you can get leather from. So really, as far as cloth and leather goes, you never really truly run out of it, but it does get harder to find later in the game. But you also need to remember that, like in the Carter Hydro Dam, every single piece, every single chair, metal chair in Carter Hydro Dam, you can break down and get a couple pieces of cloth from. And metal from as well. And it only takes a hacksaw to do it. So you got all that cloth in the trailers, you got bedrolls and pillows you can break down for cloth. So there's a lot of cloth in the game. Hey, Paraglock, how you doing? How's it going, my man? Have you looked into getting on Twitch at all here lately, or still kind of investigating that? Hope you're doing well. We finally got over our moose stomp. We're finally getting out of the Milton Basin. Even Dark has nearly 1,500 days, and he's just beachcombing and DP for his cloth and saplings. Exactly. Yep. Exactly. That's what you do. That's your late. That's why Joe King, I think Coastal Highway is like one of the best zones late game, because you have all that beachcombing available, and you can do all that stuff. Yeah, 15,000 days. That's a lot of days. That's a lot of days. That's just a testament to perseverance. That truly is. "14 viewers, 2 follows, mostly people who wanted to draw me a logo." You'll get a lot of that early on, Paraglock. There will be a lot of I still get that, people just coming in and going, "Hey, would you like me to do some work for you? I do logos and banners and stuff." I'm like, I'm fine. Thank you, no. It's all good. Oh, you get that you'll get that all the time. People constantly coming into channel doing that for a while. But hey, at least you had a good stream, it sounds like, so, you know. It takes a long time to build up anything on Twitch. Twitch is a slow slog. Unless, unless, like, if Hadrian started streaming on Twitch, he would get a lot of viewers immediately. But he's Hadrian. People know him from YouTube. All he'd have to do is go, "Hey, I'm gonna start streaming on Twitch tomorrow." Or, "I'm gonna start streaming on Twitch in a week," and people would be like, "Okay, cool, we'll come by." Because he's already got, like, a following of people that really, are into his stuff. I mean, honestly, some of the funnest streams I've ever done was when Hadrian played with me. I mean, when he played with me on stream, those are some of the most memorable streams I've ever had. I got my Athag shirt. Nice! Woo! Sweetness! Yeah, I loved having Hadrian as a guest star for a State of Decay 2. That inspired me to want to play more State of Decay 2 when he was playing with me. I was like, I want to play with Hadrian again. Even when he would run me over with a car, I still loved playing with him. Even when he ran me over. It was fine. It was stressful, but it was fine. I'll give you guys the YouTube night vision. Hey, we got the key right away. Nice. Nice. I didn't have to go looking for it all over the place. That's very, very cool. Oh, yes. It's just nighttime right now, but we're gonna explore because we are not very tired. I love how the blood's still in here, even now. All the books around.
This stuff will come in handy.
Yes, it will. Oh my God, could we actually? No, I don't think. I don't think it'll give me. I don't think it'll give me enough enough skill points. Unfortunately, it won't give me enough skill points. But I also got a soundboard which has some cheesy sounds, but more importantly, a mute all button. There, yes, the mute all button is great. Being able to just go, like, if I'm talking and I just need to mute the stream. There we go. You know, I can turn the stream down. I can turn it up if it's high. Turn it down if it's low. I can mess around with the stream volume. That's one thing I love about having a soundboard, Paraglock, is I feel very much more in control of the sounds of my stream. And some of my runs key did not spawn at all. There was a glitch in the game for a while, Tala, where the keys were not spawning. Well, let's put it this way: the key in the truck was not spawning. If you had a key anywhere else, it would spawn, but the key in the truck was not spawning because they redid the inside of the truck, and it screwed it up. And so there was a point in time where the farmhouse was inaccessible in some people's runs because of that. Which honestly was a little frustrating. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, man. Oh, there's another frying pan up there. Bop, 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 bop. Head a bong, head a bong, head a bong, head a bong. I don't know why. I do not know. I will admit, boys and girls, I have gone down a deep, dark baby metal rabbit hole, and I've had baby metal on the mind for a while. So if I break out into baby metal songs, that's just what it is. I can't help it. I can't help it. It just, it just is what it is. I spent days looking for a key back then. Yeah, unfortunately, the key does not exist. This key is not here. But I'm sorry, not sorry. Hey, we got some ruined shoes. Nice. Okay, let's holster this. We're going to break this cardboard box down because it's always in my way. I don't need the stuff. Wait, what's that under the bed? Is that a... Oh, that's a container. Okay. I already looked at that. Okay, I'm just going to throw these tinder plugs in there because I don't need them. There we go. There's our bed. We can rip those apart. This is fantastic. We got some clothing we can rip apart. Wow, I can't believe those socks are at 51% on day 580-ish. By the way, where are we right now? So we are at day 581. We've got 8 days in Mountain Town. All of that so far spent down in the Milton Basin because the moose stomped our face. The moose was like, "Hello, Atheenon, how are you today?" I was like, "Please don't hurt me." And the moose was like, "I have to, dude. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, not sorry." So if I use this, wow, that'll get me halfway through Rifle Arm 4. I would need 2 more advanced guns books to make it to level 5. Oh, man, that sucks. See, I've always found the mag lens in Mystery Lake. I've never, without fail, got either the mag lens or the bedroll in the Mystery Lake camp office. I just don't think you looked hard enough. Throwing shade on Battlefield. You just didn't look hard enough, my friend. You just didn't look hard enough. Battlefield's like, I freaking looked everywhere, you jackass. I don't know what to tell you. You just didn't look hard enough. I will say the mag lens is really hard to find sometimes. They did change up one of the spots. You got to be sober to look it up. They did. I will tell you, Battlefield. They changed up one of the spots in the camp office. It's now underneath the bed, and it's one of those situations where it's so far under the bed you can only hit it if your cursor scans over it. You can't even visibly see it. It's that far under the bed. And NLPM Mav, how you doing? Hello, hello. So you might go back and look under the two beds upstairs in the camp office, unless you got the bedroll in the camp office. If you got the bedroll in the camp office, then you're not going to find a mag lens. But if you didn't get the bedroll in the camp office, I'd go upstairs and look under those beds. Just kind of take your cursor and scan it across, because it's like hidden so far under the bed that you can only hit it if you got your cursor there. I actually have World War II Rebuilder on my wish list. That's actually a wish list game for me, because it actually looked pretty cool. It actually looked kind of cool. But you like that one too? It's on my wish list. It won't be anything I get here anytime soon, because of time and just don't have any. Because time and I don't have any. That's the reasons. But I got the bedroll in the camp office. Okay, so so you will not get the mag lens in the camp office then. The one other place you might try, if you looked at the hunting blind there at the unnamed pond, because I've seen it start to appear there as well. I've seen it start to appear there. So if you didn't, you might want to check there. And you might want. Oh, see, look at that! Look at that! Heavy hammer. Heavy. It's heavy hammer. Just sitting there. Just sitting there. And I didn't see it because it just kind of blended into the floor. Because I'm blind as a bat. So see, look at that. I just walked right over the freaking hammer. That's what I'm saying. There's stuff in places I never would think to look, and I just look right over it because I'm not used to seeing it there.
It's starting to weigh me down.
Yes, now I can crush them damn acorns too. That's why I was excited, Faith. I can crush the damn acorns. I just pick all the bugs up so I can throw them in a bin. That's all I do. I pick the books up so I can throw them in a bin because I just hate them being all over the house. It drives me absolutely bananas. It's like, people, have you ever heard of like cleaning up your mess, people? And now that I have the heavy hammer, that's even, you know what's even better about the heavy hammer? It only takes a piece of fur to repair the heavy hammer, and the heavy hammer can break down pretty much anything except for cloth-covered chairs. Cloth-covered chairs are its only weakness, but it can break down the benches.
I could eat anything.
It can break down the side tables. It can break it all. It can break it all down. Aw, yeah. Yeah, you know, it can crush a wolf's head too. We do have some pinnacle peaches and some oats. So I can make peach pie or rosehip pie right now.
Slow me down.
What takes the oats? There was something that took oats that I was kind of thinking about doing. That one I need burdock and I need the acorn grounds for the prepper's pie. The coastal fish cakes? No. Oh, I think it was one of those. It was the Camber Flight stew. All I need is maple syrup. All I need is maple syrup and I can make a Camber Flight stew. I've never made one before. I've never made one of those before. I've made all the others, but I've never made that before. So that, I'm excited. I'm excited now. Color me excited. Cloth covered chairs, the kind that have they're the like the lazy boy style chairs that cannot do anything to. Okay, I'm gonna drop that here. I know, that's what I'm excited about that. I think I will find it there. I've been saving for this, boys and girls. I've been saving up. I've been saving my pennies and my dollars and my... Gosh dang it, did I really just pick that up again? Been saving up all the good stuff. I got my flour. See, I brought my flour. I got some oats now. I've got my can of Moose Kicks coffee. I got some Pinnacle peaches. I've got my cooking oil, and most importantly, boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. I got my taters. Off to take my kid to see the Taylor Swift movie. The things we do for our children. I'm so sorry you have to go see that. I could not imagine going to a Taylor's. I'm not a Swiftie, so I couldn't imagine going to a Taylor Swift anything. But you are very kind to take your kids to it. That's very big of you. Never been my thing. I've never liked her music. I've just never been a fan. I think she has a good singing voice, but I think she's way overrated. Way overrated in my opinion. But that's just me, you know. I think a lot of things are overrated. So, but hey, you know, I think it'll be. I'm sure. I've heard she puts on a great. I heard she puts on a great concert though. That I will say. I've heard her concerts are really good. Not my thing, but I've heard they're really good. So, I hope you have a blast. I think you'll have a blast with it, Paraglock. I think you really will. Let's throw those in there, and that in there. Let's throw one of those in there. Clothing I'm keeping. Actually, clothing... No, I'm keeping all of it. I tore apart the rabbit hat because I didn't need it anymore. Throw those in there. But yes, definitely have fun at the concert. Say hi to T Swifty for me. Tell her Atheenon says hi. She knows me well. She knows who I am. Do theaters serve bear? I don't think they do now. They may serve bears, but I don't think they serve bear. Hey, you know, speaking of that, Paraglock, I'm not the biggest fan, but I took my daughter to Hannah Montana. I get where you're coming from, brother. I get where you're coming from. I took my daughter to Jonas Brothers and Hannah Montana when they were here, so you know, not like I can take the moral high ground on music at all. I'll wait to repair that. Okay, we are gonna go down.
All I can think about is food.
We'll eat when we get down there, my friend. We'll eat when we get down there. Just chill out for a second. There's lots of food down below. Whole bunch of kitchen counters and tables, and Ath uses the smallest table to put foodstuffs on. Hey, it's the table by the door. It's the one that I like. Don't table shame me, okay? Don't table shame me, Gen X. It's not a good look to table shame somebody. I just wish I could get rid of the TV that's on there. If I get rid of the TV that's on there, I'd put all my stuff on it. It is the smallest table, though. It is the smallest table. Of course it had to fog right now. I wanted to map up here, but I won't be able to. At least it's warm out. It's positive 3 degrees right now. Let's see if it'll let me map. No, I didn't think so. I do like that table though. I will admit, Gen X, I do really like that table a lot. It's one of my yeah, stop table shaming. So how long till the next zone? Oh god. Like 40 days. We have so long in Milton. My that's my try a foghorn sound. I mean, you know, it's my try at it. I mean, I could do my foghorn leg on it. Well, son, look here, son. Now look here, kiddo. I'll say, look here. Let's eat up these cattails. Oh yeah, we've got we're only 9 days in, so. The Far Territories DLC has some of the areas. Well, we spent 50 days in Forsaken Airfield already. So we did do 50 days there, and then after we get done in Milton or Mountain Town and Hush River Valley, we're gonna go back to Pleasant Valley. That's gonna free up everything because we'll be done with our actual challenge. Then we're gonna go back to Pleasant Valley, finish up the Signal Void tail there, and then we're going to go back to Forsaken Airfield and finish it all together, and then camp out in the transfer pass with this character. So they'll be ready to go. Well, we're 9 days into this zone, big dividends. We're actually on this run. We're actually 581 days in. We've lived 581 days on this run specifically, but we're only 9 days into the zone because we're spending. The whole idea with this run, big dividends, is we're spending 50 days in every zone. And that's 50 consecutive days. We have to stay in the zone we hit for 50 days. Now, if we've already spent 50 days in a zone, we can then move to a different zone that we haven't been in yet. But the idea is to spend 50 days in every zone. And we've done it so far. We just finished up Bleak Inlet. We got to Milton. And we have Hush River Valley left to go. And so that's just sort of what we're doing right now. And the first few 100 days without the Forge run was really rough. Well, the first 100 days with no bedroll was really rough. And then with no Forge run was fun too. So it's been a very up and down run, and we've had some close calls even past then. Even past that. And then after I get done with all the stuff we're doing with this character, we're gonna start doing some shorter runs. We're gonna do like little 25-day starts, and we're gonna stay in a zone like Blackrock or whatever for the first 25 days and just see how we can do. Just try to survive those first 25. Did you ever notice 2 moose in Bleak Inlet? Oh, all the time. Yeah, 2 moose. There's 2 that spawn in Bleak Inlet, and there's 2 that spawn in Ash Canyon, very consistently. Very consistently, there's 2 that spawn in both of those zones. Yeah, I did have a close call in Forsaken Airfield. I got lost in a blizzard in Forsaken Airfield. Scared the holy living crap out of me. It was it was bad. I was freezing cold. I couldn't start a fire anywhere. I had no fuel left. Luckily, I ran into a familiar landmark, and I knew what direction I needed to go to get back to the airfield. And then I just had to slog back. I think we made it back to the airfield with like 40% health or something like that. And all of our clothes were soaking wet. We had clothes that were freezing on us, and we had to take off. It was crazy. Oh, let's go visit Secret Tree. Hold on. Hold on. So inside this mountain is a secret, boys and girls. Shh. Don't tell Hinterland, okay? If you do, they'll take away Secret Tree. Secret Tree. Secret Tree. Hoo-ha-ha! Tell me your secret, Secret Tree. Tell me your secrets. Oh, yeah. By the way, this little hidey hole here is a great place if you ever need to. You can build a snow shelter here. And this place is, as you can see up there, it's protected from the wind because it technically is outside of the game. So you can build a fire and a snow shelter if you have no bedroll and sleep here. And never have to worry about, like, freezing to death or anything. It's very nice. Alright, so I don't need the moose hide. I know it's sad. I don't need the moose hide. I'm sorry. It can stay down here. I took down my first moose while watching the stream. I was pretty excited. Hey, you know what, Asmith? I think every moose is exciting. Personally, and I know this is a controversial statement, personally, I think bears should be a crit only kill as well. I don't think you should be able to kill a bear by bleed out. How do you like them apples? I think they should switch up bears and make them a single shot kill, just like the moose. It would make bears way more difficult than they are. Because right now, in my opinion, bears are actually a little too easy. They need to toughen them up. And I think if they did that, that would be awesome. I would be so down for crit shot bears only. But you're not safe from the Darkwalker in that glitched area you just showed? Well, that's true, yeah. You're not safe. Well, the Darkwalker goes through everything. The Darkwalker does not care about anything. He goes through it all. I think we have enough guts. Oh, by the way, you notice all the guts stack at the same quantity? And the hides all stack. All the birch stacks at 100%. Everything stacks now. Matches all stack. So. I lost in a cave, had no matches, so I died. I've done that before. I think everybody can relate to that. I have totally done that before. Get lost in a cave and die. Yep. Been there, done that. You're wrong. The Darkwalker does care about one thing, devouring. Well, that is true. Yeah, that's about the only thing the Darkwalker cares about. Is he wants to eat. He wants to eat your face. When's the last update dropping? Any updates? No update on when they're... my guess, Battlefield, is that based on past performance from Hinterland, I would expect the update around the 10th of December. That's my guess. Let's see what December looks like date-wise. Hold on a second. Here's my guess. 12th of December. That's a Tuesday. They like to drop it on Tuesdays. 12th of December. That's my prediction right now. I'm actually going to mark it in my calendar. I'm actually marking in my calendar, and we'll see if it's true. Shushabai about Yogi, he's fine. No, see, I think, I think December 12th, just based on past performance, and based on the fact that I know they're behind, I know they're trying to get it right, because they don't want to have the fervor around this update be what it's been around the last couple updates. So they're trying to get it right. I think it's going to be around there. Now, if it's earlier, I'll be totally happy. But they've given themselves to the end of the year. They usually like to drop it early December, and then they can work on updates, or they can work on hot fixes for a week, and then they can go on vacation for Christmas. So I have a feeling that's about when it's going to happen. Now, I could be completely wrong. And if I am, I am, but that's my prediction for it. See, I think it would be very cool if they added a little extra danger with the bear. I know, Mike. I don't think they're going to. I don't think they're going to. But I personally think it'd be kind of cool if they did that.
Looks like I made it through another night.
Imagine if they added grizzly bears with different behavior patterns. That'd be kind of interesting. Yeah, see, now that I don't want, Jacob, because honestly, I don't, if you can't struggle against the animal, I don't want it to have a chance that it can kill you automatically. I mean, at least with a wolf, you know, any wolf can kill you automatically. But at least you get to struggle with it. At least you get to struggle with the wolf, and you have a semi-fighting chance against the wolf. The bear, though, I would have a problem with that unless they let us have some sort of struggle. Now, if they put into the game, like they've you know, hinted at before, if they put into the game the bear spear, I would be totally cool with the bear being able to outright kill you. You know, because then you could have like a struggle type thing with it. But yeah, if you don't have a chance to struggle with something, you know, I don't think it should, unless, I mean, a bear can theoretically kill you on the first hit if your health is really low. I've never actually had that happen though, and I'm talking like I've been at like 20% health and ran into a bear, and he only knocked me down to like 5%. I think there's something in the code that only lets the bear knock you down to a certain amount on that first hit. Now on the second hit, he very well can kill you. But on the first hit, it appears that the bear doesn't kill you outright. Now I did find that when I was really low on health, the bear did way more damage to my clothing than he usually does. He actually scragged like 5 pieces of really good condition clothing. Like all my clothing, you know me, I keep my clothing at like 80-90% all the time. And he took out like 5 pieces of my clothing. So I have this feeling that the bear is somehow coded where he does a certain amount of damage to knock you down to X amount. If he does more damage than taking you down to that, it transfers directly on your clothing. That's the only thing I can figure. Because I remember getting up from that, I was super shocked that I was so low on like warmth. And then I looked at my clothing and I was like, holy crap, he took every piece of my clothing. He took my hat, my gloves, my pants, my coat, my boots. I mean, it was all gone. I was walking around in long johns and underwear. And a shirt. How about the bear eats a hand? I sort of like the one idea about giving you an affliction like shattered bones that you have to recover from. I think that's kind of cool. Oh yeah, ear wraps never stay. If you're wearing ear wraps, the bear automatically kills those. I mean, if you're wearing them on the outside. If you have them on the inside, the bear could possibly not hit them. But yeah, if you got ear wraps on the outside, they're gone. You might as well just kiss them ear wraps goodbye. The bear will always eat your ear wraps. I don't think I've ever had a bear not take out my ear wraps. I think he's always hit my ear wraps and taken them out completely, no matter if they were in 100% condition or not. Just be glad you didn't get the bear that kills your bedroll. And he does knock it. That's one thing about the bear too, and sometimes the moose as well, is whenever one of those guys like attacks you, make sure you look around before you leave, because you'll drop weapons, you'll drop mag lenses, you'll drop teas, you'll drop all sorts of stuff on the ground. So make sure you kind of look around and see if you dropped anything. Those couple of sticks were just 2 sticks too many. It knocked your tear skin from the bedroll, from your inventory. Oh yeah, it'll knock it. The bear can knock all sorts of stuff from your inventory. It's like a random generator. And supposedly somewhere in the code, the bear can destroy your mag lens if he hits you. I personally have never had it in the 6,300 hours I've played. I have never had a bear wreck my mag lens, but theoretically it can happen. Do you know how much Special Pies reduce cabin fever? I don't know, Sasha. I do not know how much they reduce it. And honestly, I don't know if it's the cabin fever risk that it reduces or actual cabin fever that it reduces. I'm almost thinking it's the risk of cabin fever that it reduces, but I'm not sure again. I don't play with cabin fever too much. I mean, I have it on, of course, but I don't get hit by it very often because I tend to spend a lot of time outdoors. My time inside is pretty limited most of the time. The mag lens is a sacred thing. I've only found one mag lens on this whole run, which has kind of shocked me a little bit. But 'tis what it is. Cabin fever's always been weird. I've never liked cabin fever as a mechanic.
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
I could have sworn I heard something over there. Missed it. I knew I was gonna fire too damn high.
To escape this cold.
Where are you, Buddy Foo-Foo? Where did Buddy Foo-Foo go to? Little Buddy Foo-Foo! Where'd you go? He just hopped right off. He's like, screw you, Atheenon, I'm out of here. seems to update even slower than before. Oh, cabin fever does. Well, the thing with cabin fever is it doesn't matter if you're outdoors, you can still get a risk of cabin fever. Like, if you spend 4 days inside and then you go outside, it could still possibly register some cabin fever for you down the road. Oh, there he is. He's just hopping around down there now. Come here, ribbity rabs. I need 2 of you. I need 2 of you to keep me from getting hungry. Oh, really? You had to run away. He's like, I saw you with your big old bow there, Atheenon. I didn't want to get eaten. So yeah, it's weird. Cabin fever's always been a weird mechanic, in my opinion. Well, the thing I don't like about it most is that you get cabin fever if you spend time indoors crafting, reading books, doing things. I could get it if you were just sitting inside passing time. Like, you're just sitting in there passing time. That's all you're doing. I get it. I mean, that's like, okay, that would be enough to drive anybody batty. But when you're actually doing activities, I don't see that being a reason to get cabin fever. That's kind of like, really? Think we have enough fuel here? I think we're good. I think we're doing good on fuel, boys and girls. I think we really, truly are. Now, we are going to have to definitely look around. Oh, I need to... Wow, we have so much stuff. We have so many things. So many things and stuff.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
So much things and stuff, boys and girls. Holy shnikes. Holy shnikes in a half shell. This one time at Cabin Fever Camp. But yeah, that's my main problem with Cabin Fever is it just doesn't do what it's supposed to do. I mean, I don't think by staying inside and cooking or reading or crafting, you should have the risk of cabin fever like you do. I just think it's kind of ridiculous. Because that to me does not really match up. I mean, I spend most of my day inside video gaming and I don't get cabin fever. I mean, but technically, according to Long Dark rules, I should have cabin fever. But I don't get cabin fever. Okay, I have problems sleeping sometimes, but that's not because of cabin fever. 21 guts salute. Look at all those guts we have. Holy crud. That is a lot of guts. But I also talk to people. Well, even if I was here by myself, little blind mouse, I'd still be talking to people. I swear. It'd actually be people. I swear. I would be talking to people. Yes, I would. Hey, we found a piece of metal. Yay. And there's a little wire out here. A few fuses. The battery is always the hardest thing to find here in Milton. I hope we find one. Found a wilted carrot. I found a carrot. I found a carrot. Single. Well, and that's the thing, Janelle. It was meant to penalize a gameplay style, which I don't agree with personally. I understand why they did it, because it had to do with, you know, Long Dark at one point having a leaderboard for you know, most days lived, and there were people who were using that mechanic and other people who were, you know, complaining about the mechanic of just sitting in a house and doing nothing. So there were people on both sides complaining and whining and moaning about it. So they went, okay, we're just gonna take it out. We're just gonna do away with it. And so they did away with it, and it's like, okay, well, that's great and all, but
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
it's great and all, but if you really want to just, you know, if you want to do that, it's not that big of a deal. So I get why they did it. I just don't like that they did it. I wish they hadn't had to do it. So, and now they should just take it out. I mean, it should be either that or they need to fix it. They need to modify it, change it. All right, we're gonna go to the Grey Mother's house. It's time. It's time to go to Grey Mother's. And the weather says, yeah. Yeah, I have some arrows that I can make. I'll do it at the trailer over there though. The difficulty easier than Pilgrim where you can pet the wolves? That would be hilarious. And feed the moose. And you can feed the deer. The bear will get up on his hind legs and do a little dance for you. Nice. You can train the bear to like be like one of those bears on the ball. Kind of just balances on the ball, juggling. I want to fatten wolves up with guts. Yes, Mr. Deer, you run ahead of me and see if there's any wolves over there. I want to pet a cougar. Just go to a bar, Uncle Trevor. I'm sure you'll find a cougar who will allow you to pet her. Hey now. Hey now. Hey now.
Hey now. Hey now. Hey now. Hey-o.
You did not just say that. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about, Nana. I didn't say nothing. I didn't hear nothing. I don't have the guts to do that. Hey-o. Kids run ahead. I don't see any here, Athena. Ah! Gobble, 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 gobble. I mean, we all thought... Excuse me. Mr. Wolf. Oh, this will be a tricky one, too. He's on uneven ground. Woo! I had to hope he didn't pop back up there. I was a wee bit on the nervous side. Okay. Alrighty then. Hey, don't kill my rabbits! You big meanie! That was not very nice, sir. Sir, excuse me. I would like a word with the wolf manager. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. You do not get to eat Mr. Rabbit.
Hope nobody needs
Thank you for avenging my death, Atheenon. That big wolf was a big meanie. You didn't get here soon enough to save my life, though, but I appreciate you taking revenge on the wolf. Yeah. That way I can be a
Bunny from hell.
Oh, wow, okay. He's a bunny from hell now.
walk with this much gear.
Damn wolf eating my little baby rabbit friends. So mean. So mean. My mom has a picture of me 7 years old playing with baby cougars when their mama was making a commercial for Lincoln Mercury Cougar dealership. That's what you get, son.
It's making my head feel thick.
Now bugger off. I heard you coming a mile away. Which fishing has more fish? I find, personally, for me, Sasha, I find that the fishing hut in Coastal Highway, the one that's between Misanthrope and Jackrabbit Island, I tend to catch the best fish there.
Zuma from the Emperor's New Groove. Yay, we love that. Squeak, squeaker, squeak, squeaker, squeak, squeaky, squeak. Squeaky, squeak, squeakers.
I love Emperor's New Groove. One of the best movies ever. Great movie. Great. That was like golden age of Disney. That was such a good flick. Did such a good job with that one. Squeak, squeaker, squeak, squeaketh. Yzma, put your hands in the air.
Is this my voice?
I know, it was so great. It was so great. All we need is broth and I can make ranger stews. Yes, I could. Okay, so we need to store like the hides and the guts here. And the birch. And the metal. And the cured rabbit guts. And some of these. And a couple of those. And most of that. We'll just put all those in there for right now. And the feathers. And let's see. I'm going to drop the toolkit here. The heavy hammer here. The pry bar I'm going to keep on me because we'll need that to search out things. Refill our lantern. Yeah, we got to go check out what Grey Mother's got for us, baby. I'm just trying to drop a little weight because we're a little on the chunky side right now. I'm not gonna lie. We're a little fatty boom batty here. Oh, I've got that rabbit on me too. I need to get that harvested up. Nice thing is we can always search after we can always search in the dark. So we're gonna get this rabbit prepared up. See, look at that. He ate almost all the meat off that rabbit. That poor little rabbit. What did that poor little rabbit ever do to him? Did nothing to him, and he ate almost the whole thing. How rude. Didn't save any for me.
I'm gonna need to rest soon.
You don't need to rest, my friend. You need to suck it up, Buttercup. And get lean, Lima Bean. I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. I felt that coming a mile away. I was like, oh geez. Here it comes. My moose kicks. Get my moosey kicks. So we got our carrots and a tater and another tater. So we got 2 taters, 2 carrots. We've got our peaches. All right, what else do we got? We already searched that. Let's search all the cabinets here. I have found 1 flare shell. In 580 days, Joe King, I have found a single solitary flare shell. Here is my hypothesis, is that since they moved the flare shells around and they took them out of all the cases that we used to be able to get them in, here's the problem. They are now spawning inside containers, which sounds all fine and dandy, except that when you have a flare shell in a container and that flare shell goes to 0, guess what happens to the flare shell? It disappears. It disappears because because flare shells are an item that when they go to 0, the percent condition, they are taken out of the game. So my assumption is that they are being removed from the game, that they're spawning, they do spawn, but by the time we get to them, they have already worn down to a 0% condition, and they are no longer good. Which really kind of sucks. I mean, that's kind of the crappiest thing ever, in my opinion. We got some more salt. Yay. That I can't put anywhere. Yeah, they deteriorate too fast, and then they're just gone from the game. Now, if they're sitting out in the open, like I found one sitting out in the open, and it was just fine. But if they're sitting... Oh, there's another storm lantern here. But if they're sitting out in the open, you'll be able to find them. Now, I'm not sure... See, yeah, this flare shell's at 37%. 37%. So, I don't know. And that's one that I actually found outdoors. I didn't find that one inside someplace. That one was sitting out for me to find, so... we got some more matches. Now, usually there's a sewing kit in here, too. Where did I find that one? I found that in Forsaken Airfield, in the radio tower. There always appears to be one sitting out on the shelf in the radio tower. In the control tower, I mean. So that's the one place. That's the one place I found one. No, and I found 3 flare guns. 3. And none of those flare guns had any flare shells in them, or near them. Well, except for the one in Forsaken Airfield. That was the only one that had a flare shell right by it. Which honestly is just kind of frustrating more than anything. I don't mind them being limited. I always thought that was a really cool thing that they did, is they made the flare shells so limited. But to make them virtually impossible to get is just annoying. That just seems to be done just for the, that seems to be done just to spite us, almost. Never appreciated Flutter Gun until I did 100 Part 1 and then dropped the Charging Bear with one shot. Oh, yeah. There's the sewing kit. Oh, yeah. The flare gun is amazing. I mean, it was always one of those things where the flare gun was always it was a very nice thing to have an interloper, even though you only had 12 shots. And generally, by the time you'd get to the point where I am right now, you probably would have used most of those shots. You wouldn't have a lot of those shots left at this point because you use them up to save your life. Like when the moose charges me, I would use the flare gun to shoot him and make sure that he doesn't stomp my face into the ground. But we don't even have that option anymore. And even though it was always only 12 shells, it was like, okay, I know I have 12 shells. I'm not just going to fire them off willy-nilly at anything that moves. I'm going to save them. I'm going to make sure that when I need it, I have it. But it's sort of my backup to my backup. It's like having a backup gun. Like having a backup weapon. Just because it's like, okay, in an OS situation, I am going to, use it. And now we just don't have the option anymore. So it's like, it's the ever-evolving, changing landscape of the game, which is fine. But I wish that the flare shells appeared a little bit better in Interloper. And it's probably just a bug with the coding right now that's making them so hard to get. That'd be my guess. Is they just kind of screwed up. I mean, heck, for a while there, we could make a bear coat out of one hide. So, what does that tell you? Their coding sometimes gets a little messed up. For a while there, we could send bears to heaven. So, and boy, sending bears to heaven was so satisfying. Ooh, excuse me. So yeah, there's some work that needs to be done, but that's just how it is. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna drop that rabbit meat outside. Yep, and for a while you could repair your bedroll without a sewing kit, so there's always that. There's lots of things you could do in game there for a little bit that you can't do anymore. Alright, we need to go secure some meat because we don't have any. I'm gonna drop both of those items. We'll rip those apart later. Yeah, well, I've always thought that one moose hide was too little for the moose coat. If it takes 2 bear hides to make a bear coat, why does it only take one moose hide to make the moose coat? I could have sworn I had my arrowheads here. Did I leave those down at the other place? I must have. Where's all my arrow shafts and my arrowheads? Did I leave? I must have left those down at the... Must have left those down there. Alright, we definitely need to make another trip back. Let's drop that. We'll rip that apart here in the future. Moose are bigger? Well, yeah, they are, but, a bear is pretty big, too. I mean, the grizzly bears in this game are pretty huge. Alright, let's go. All right, now I'm confused. Where'd I leave my arrowheads and my... Where'd I leave my my other arrowheads and my arrow shafts? I think I must have left them down here. Up, 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 up. There's the wolf that I killed. Usually there's a little bit of coal over here. There's those glasses. Dead body. Old schoolhouse. I watched your stream where a roar wolf went deep into a cave to kill you. Is it possible to usual wolves go deep into the cave? Usually not. The Aurora wolves, the thing with Aurora wolves, Sasha, is Aurora wolves do not care about fire, torches, flares, nothing. So when there's an Aurora wolf, you need to make sure that you have a weapon and you try to avoid him if you can. Because they don't give a crap about nothing. I see you, Mr. Wolf. I see you and I hear you. And now you dead.
Damn. Freezing.
Cooking at night can be very scary. They do care about flashlights, but you can't get flashlights on Interloper. Interloper don't got no flashlights. I mean, you can get them on Stalker, Pilgrim, and Voyager, but yeah, you can't get them on Interloper. And the flashlight, honestly, it's a lot of weight to carry for such a little reward. Okay, where's my arrows? Where are my arrowheads and my arrow shafts? I'm very confused right now. They aren't in here. I may have just lost all my arrowheads and my arrow shafts. Remember that bug where it, like, copied all my feathers? I think I lost all my... I had, like, 5 arrowheads and, like, 27 arrow shafts. And I think it just shafted me and got rid of them all. I honestly think the game just screwed me.
Something.
I think the game just screwed me, boys and girls. Something on the floor by the workbench. Let's go take a look. Yeah, there's a wire there. Yeah, I think it got rid of all my arrowheads and my shafts. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back and look at the tape. But I'm pretty sure I put them all inside that trash can in there. Which is odd because I took everything out of the trash can. But it didn't take everything out of the trash can.
Too cool to think.
I'm very confused now. That's kind of frustrating. I mean, I have other, you know, birch already cured. So what you gonna do? 16 arrows is enough to get me through the rest of the run, but it just makes me sad. I'll have to go back. I'll have to rewind it and go look at it because I don't know what happened. I don't know when it happened or how. I thought I had them. Maybe I put them in another container inside the Grey Mother's house. I thought I only used the cupboard that's right by the stove there, though. So
I could eat anything right now.
that's just annoying me now. It makes me go, okay, I want to go back and look and see what happened to my stuff. Okay, there's that stuff I'm putting in there. Oh wait, well, hold on, I'm gonna rewind just a little bit. Yeah, I put 25 shafts and 5 arrowheads in the bin, along with my 2 backup bows. Do I even have my backup bows anymore? Okay, now I'm really confused. Now I'm confused and a little upset. Hey, Jaren. Well, we're in Milton, and I think I just lost all my arrow shafts and my arrows, the arrowheads that I've been carrying here for a while. There, I drop all my wood. Okay, good. Dropping the wood. I see my arrow shafts and I see my arrowheads. I took the arrow shafts and the arrowheads. What in the hell happened? I'm just wondering if there's a glitch. Oh. Wait a second. I've reviewed the tape and I figured out what happened. I reviewed the tape, boys and girls. I figured out what happened to him. It's an ass glitch. Oh god, I was saying like, oh my god. Well, it scared me because there was a glitch that I had one day where I had like 80 feathers, and then all of a sudden I had 190 feathers, or 100. It was like, it was just insane. The feather count went from, it basically doubled the number of feathers I had. And so I thought it had done that to me again. My mom put her kids, yeah, exactly. I'm like your mom, Joe. I put my arrows in the fridge and I forgot about them. Yeah. I put them in the fridge and I forgot all about it. That's totally on me. That's totally on me. Okay, that was pretty funny. I must admit. That was pretty freaking hilarious. Okay. Alrighty. Good lord. Good God, man. Wow. That's all I can say is wow. My arrows are already cool. Don't need to use up fridge space. Yeah. They're already kind of cool. It's because you're cool. Let's go out and grab our food. Sorry, Hinterland. It wasn't your fault this time. It was called Ath being stupid. Ath being a big dummy. Some days it is what it is. All right, let's go ahead and throw that meat in there. Throw that meat in there. Throw some meat in there. Throw some meat in there. A little more meat in there. And we'll boil up some water there. 6-burner stove. That is some fine living right there, my friends. Get this water all boiled up. Give us a bunch of water. Yum, yum, rabbit. A little more water back there. And we'll get a little water going on these two.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
A shushabai. Yeah, I can't beat the 6-ring stove. I know the 6-burner stove is like that is the goat of the game. It is. It just is like you get that and you're like, woo, baby. Oh yeah. There's no beating it. There's no smacking it down. There's no shaming it. There's nothing that can make me go, I hate a 6-burner stove. I love the 6-burner stove. It makes cooking things so fast and easy. 20 minutes till boiled. Now that's some water for us, baby. That's 10 liters of water right there. We got, what, an hour 34 left on the fire. Go 2.
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
2. 2. Well, for me, late game, Darren, I love Coastal Highway. Late game, I'm all about Coastal Highway. Just because it offers so much. I have not looked for a recipe. No, I haven't looked for a recipe yet. I didn't find one, but I haven't looked either. So. Yeah, I think the recipe's like. Isn't the recipe like over here somewhere or underneath here? I can't see it. My poor eyes can't see nothing. Isn't the recipe like down and around here somewhere? I don't see a recipe in here. Because I'm just looking in the wrong spot. Could it also be down at the other farmhouse? I don't see it here. And I may just be missing it too. That wouldn't surprise me in the least bit. The other farmhouse? Okay, yeah, I didn't look there for it. We're going back down there in a minute, so. It's either upstairs or right behind the photo frame downstairs. Okay.
Feels like a lot of gear.
Behind the photo frame. The photo frame. Oh, let's drop some of this water first. I mean, most of the recipes I can't do anyway, but, you know, hey, whatever. That's just life in the interloper lane. There we go, that gave us a little bit of water. Okay. So, behind the photo frame downstairs, what photo frame are you talking about? Are you talking about this one here? Where that's right there? Is that what you're talking about? Was that the one you're talking about? That was the one you're referring to? Was Lily's pancakes? Which I have none of the stuff for. I need peaches, which I do have. I need acorn grounds, which I don't have. I need maple syrup, which I don't have. I have cooking oil over here, but I don't have the other stuff, so. Yep. We're a little bit tired. I think we'll head upstairs, break down this lantern. Let's take some more cloth. We found the recipe, so we only have one more recipe that we have to find. There's only one more recipe, and I think that one is in Hush River Valley.
Too heavy.
Shushabai. Shushabai, my friend. Shushabai. You're gonna be just fine. Alright, we got a little extra oil. That's great, because we can fill our lantern back up again. Perfect. Why did it take it out of the biggest one? That's so annoying. Stop doing that. I hate that place. I always get jumped on. HRV? Oh, I love... Hush River Valley is my favorite zone in the game. I love Hush River Valley. I love the adventure. I love the danger. I love maneuvering around the zone and finding your way. Oh, by the way, December 13th is my guess for when the update's coming out. By the way, that's That's my official guess right now. It ended your 478 run? Oh, I'm so sorry. That would make me a little bitter towards it, too. My bear got stuck on a rock. Oh, no. So did the bear catch you in a... were you caught in a mosh? In a mosh pit with the bear? Bears are not very friendly in the mosh pit, I'm just telling you right now. In my experience, they aren't very friendly in the mosh pit. They want to pretend that they're like all nice and kind and everything, but they're really kind of mean. You know what? HRV does have a workbench. There is a workbench in HRV. But, here's the trick. The HRV workbench is directly tied to the signal void tail. You have to repair the tower here in Milton. You have to repair the tower in Milton, and then you have to go to Hush River Valley, and you have to open up the signal void chamber, and there's a workbench in there. So there is technically a way to craft in Hush River Valley if you take the proper steps. And so that's one of the reasons I'm doing Milton first and then Hush River Valley afterwards. It's because we're gonna go through the proper steps and get all the stuff we need. $29-ish? 27? 27. And about 10. So yeah, that's you can get a crafting table there, which with the introduction of Signal Void makes that zone way more viable now. It still doesn't have a lot of cloth in the zone. So 27 and 10. So that's the main downside of Hush River Valley is you'll run out of cloth pretty quickly. Usually when I go to Hush River, I always try to take like 25, 30 cloth with me because you'll run out of it very quickly otherwise.
Who would have thought to look here?
New jeans and a ruined thin wool sweater. Okay. Alrighty then. You need the radio from Forsaken Airfield for it. Yep. Yep, you need the radio, so you can't just walk in and use it. But yeah, you have to go to Forsaken Airfield first, and then you have to repair the tower here in Milton, or in Mountain Town, and then you're allowed to go into that bunker, so there is a way to do it. And, you know, you can't do it if you start, you know, when you start there, of course. Although I like a Hush River Valley start, it's one of the best starts if you can get out of Hush River Valley with the loot that you can get there. If you can get out of Hush River without dying, you're pretty well set up for the rest of the game. It's a risk versus reward thing, honestly. Because in Hush River Valley, you get everything you need to forge. You get matches, you get a hacksaw, you get a hammer, you get a Mackinac jacket, you usually get combat pants or a head wrap. You usually get another coat, be it, oh, nice, some more matches. So you get a plethora of stuff in Hush River Valley, and if you can get out of there, and you get a bedroll too. And if you can get out of there, you are set up for the rest of the game. And underwear, yep, you can get underwear there too. Yep, there's just so much stuff in Hush River Valley. It is a little tricky though. I mean, I'm not going to say it's easy, but it is a very risk versus reward type of spawn, so. But if you don't have the DLC, you can't go into Forsaken Airfield, just saying, because some people will say HRV has a bunker and a workbench now. Yes, it does have a bunker and a workbench, but you need to have the DLC to access it. And then you have to take certain steps to access it. And then you have to be BK and point that out, because BK is awesome. How you doing, BK? How are you, buddy? Good to see you. Hope you're having a fabulous day. Oh yeah, the workbench is usually the trailer. That's the workbench in the trailer is like my prep zone for Hush River Valley. That's where I go. That's where I take all my stuff and leave it. All the hides, all the guts, all my bow and arrow materials. I usually just go craft it there. You know, I'm doing pretty good, BK. I was a little tired this morning, but I'm doing better now. I only have to do, let's see, to reach my weekly goal that I set for myself on Lyft, I only need to get another 134 bucks tonight to reach my weekly goal. So that's going to be, I mean, I think I can do that on Saturday night. This week on Lyft has been really good. It's been a really good, I mean, and there's no bonuses or anything going on right now. But it's been a really good week on Lyft this week, so. I've had some snazzy rides. I mean, the other night I only did 7 rides, but it was like, I think it was like for 140 bucks or something like that. They were all pretty long rides, so. Like, okay, cool. Took a really nice couple down to the airport, picked a nice guy up there, and took him all down a ways to his place, and yeah, it was funny. I had my first repeat customer the other night. This gal who works over at Amazon, the Amazon fulfillment center. I just dropped a guy off and I got another ride, and I looked down and I'm like, huh, this person looks really familiar. And then I you know, because it has a little picture on it, it's really tiny though. And so I clicked on their picture. I was like, oh yeah, I remember her. She's stalking me. Well, the funny thing was, the last time I picked her up to go there, it was from her house. And this time it was from Office Depot, where she has her part-time job. And so it wasn't even the same place that I picked her up at to take her over to the Amazon place, which was weird. I was like, I didn't pick you up here before, did I? And she's like, oh no, that was at my house, because that's, you know, I was going to work from there. But yeah, maybe she's stalking me. I don't know. She knows you're famous. She wants some of that Atheenon wealth. Well, good luck with that. Good luck with that. Some of my empty bank Atheenon wealth. Yeah. Yeah. That's probably not gonna happen. All right, let's drop the. Let's drop these extra pieces of clothing I got. Where's the other one? We're gonna spend the night ripping some clothing apart. I got some gloves. I got some gloves for leather as well, which is great. We're finding some good stuff. What I'm hoping, here's what I'm hoping to find. I'm hoping I'll find a battery. It would be really, really super awesome if we could find a battery. I'm gonna drop that pry bar here. That's gonna be our pry bar. If I can talk, that will be our pry bar for the next zone. Heading for the laundromat. We'll try to catch you before you leave later. If not, drive safe tonight. All right, have a good one, Honora. Thank you so much for everything you do. Good luck at the laundromat. Hopefully it's not too annoying and it's not too much of a pain in the butt. I'm gonna carry one of my salt jars just in case we find some ptarmigans around here. I am gonna leave some of my cattails here. Actually, let's leave over here. Let's put all this money in there. Money, 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 money. God, that was not pretty. Not pretty. That's what happens when you go outside your vocal range. It gets really bad. You don't want to do that. It scares people away. Trust me on this. I know. Put 5 in there. See you later, Honora. Have a great rest of your night. You have I know I have no that's what I'm saying is I have no vocal range. I have one register that I can either do things in, and that's about it. And even that is uncomfortable. Not so much uncomfortable for me, but uncomfortable for everybody else who has to listen to it. I'm hoping and praying we find a battery in one of these cars. Yes! We found it! We got the battery, boys and girls. That's always my fear, is that I'm not going to find a battery for the Milton signal. It's always my fear, but we got the battery. Alright, Battlefield, have a great one. Take care, my friend. We'll see you later on, buddy. Here we go, slogging up the hill. Let's do this, baby. Let's do it. Let's get this battery thingy squared away. How much overweight am I? Oh, I'm way overweight. Okay. I was thinking if it's only like 5 pounds, I'll just drop some stuff. But no, we're like 7 kilos over. Like 7 kilos over. So yeah, that's gonna be that's gonna be a thing. I got all the fuses. Yep, I got the 3 fuses, the 2 wires, the 5 metals. We got the whole thing. I made sure I had everything ready to go. And now we're just heavy. Drop all your clothes and run up nude is what I do. Yeah, but then I want to sleep in the cave up here, so we're just gonna take the slow, long walk. Just taking a slow, long walk up here. It's all gonna be good though. It's all good. It's all fine. It's all fine. Everything is okie dokie. Is that a thought I heard something. Thought I heard something there. I thought it was the sound of a one of the ptarmigans, which was weird. Sorry, I had to do something. It was rave music. Rave music? What? There's no rave music around here. Oh, the beatbox. Yeah, that was I had the that was the sound of my little trailer from Twitch. That was the sound of that. Clothing's getting a little wet. That's okay. It's all right. It's okay. We'll be fine. I mean, it's beating my clothing up too, which isn't great. Which isn't the greatest, but you know, hey, clothing takes damage. I repair it. That's my lot in life. Get rid of that heavy battery first. I don't know where we put the old one. It's obvious we don't recycle, so we aren't big into recycling around here. Yeah, you're looking at it. Come on, you can fix it, Will. can do it, buddy. Is the rabbit hat not worth it with the aviator hat? Yeah, it's not, because the aviator hat only takes leather and it wears down pretty slowly. The rabbit hat takes a pounding so hard, Joe King, that if you get the aviator hat, I would definitely wear it instead of the rabbit hat. Pretty much same stats and everything. All right, there we go. We've got it. We've done we have repaired every single transmitter in the game. All the transmitters are functioning now. Booyah, baby. So yeah, I have kind of gotten away from using the rabbit hide hat. And well, once I find an aviator cap. The aviator cap, in my opinion, is better. Now, later on, that could prove unwise, but really, if all you have is the aviator cap and the moose-hide satchel, those are the only two things that take leather to repair, and generally, they wear down pretty slowly. Well, once you get to, the thing is, once you get to level 5 mending, or level 4 mending, actually, once you get to level 4 mending, you don't have to worry about it anymore. So, get yourself up there in your mending skill before you do a lot of leather repairs. Repair everything you can all the time. The rabbit hide one is a great one to practice on, though, because you can get lots of rabbit hides. So practice a lot on the rabbit stuff, and then you know, you'll be good.
Too much stuff to carry.
I wonder if they fixed the bug about putting the... I have crampon socks. They haven't fixed that one yet. That is hilarious. My socks have crampons. Hey, whoever said that socks you couldn't put crampons on socks. Yeah, just the big thing is read every mending book you find, Joe King. Read all your mending books. Make sure that you read all those, and make sure that you make sure that you use a lot. You do a lot of skill ups. You do a lot of repairs, even if you don't feel you need them. Repair your clothing stuff as often as you can. If it gets down below 90%, just repair it. Cloth is easy to come by. It seems like it's not, but it's easy to come by. And guess what? The higher your mending skill is, the less you'll need that cloth, because you'll repair things for more, and you'll never fail. Yeah, unfortunately there is a breaking point on most clothing where if it gets so damaged, like the skin clothing, if it gets damaged to a certain point, it's not worth repairing anymore, because it's actually cheaper in materials to rip it apart and remake the whole thing. Because a rabbit at 6%, a rabbit hat at 6% will probably take at least 3 skins to repair up to 100, and you can make a brand new one for 3 skins and a gut in 3.5 hours. So it's almost not even worth repairing it at that point. It's almost more worth ripping it apart, getting a free rabbit hide, and then just going ahead and making a new one. Unfortunately, that's one thing I don't like about the rabbit skin clothing, is the repair amount that you get off of it is actually relatively low. It's like 20, 23%, 24%, something like that. I mean, of course it goes up as your skill gets better, but it's still pretty dang low. That's the one thing I don't like about it. Now, sometimes there'll be a deer down here. Usually there's some rabbits down here. I see the rabbits. We got the ribbities. Yay. Sometimes there'll be a birch over here too, but I don't see it today. Oh, there's 3 burdock over here though. Nice, I needed burdock. And I'm not gonna prepare this burdock either, I'm just gonna leave it. I'm just gonna leave it alone. Yes, Chris, I actually, thank you, Chris. I actually reviewed the tape and I found him there. I was like, I was freaking out, man. I was so scared, Chris. I was like, you gotta be freaking kidding me. But thank you. Yes, I reviewed the tape and I was like, okay, I see myself putting them somewhere. And then I looked at it and I was like, oh crap, I put them in the fridge. Yeah, I did that. That was all me. But I'm thankful for your investigative work, for sure. It took me, I'm a little slow. It took me a little while to realize I stashed them inside there, but you know, you're watching on delay. Gotcha. Yes, I did get them finally though. So I'm a little slow. Not gonna lie. Oh, look at that free cedar. Oh my God, it's still warm temps out. It's still warm temperatures out. We're getting another cedar, baby. Oh yeah, let's go. Let's go. Woo! Can I get a woo? Ric Flair, baby, let me have it. Nice. Dun 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 dun. Hit a bong, hit a bong, hit a bong. Bum 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 bum. That's the only part of Headbanger that I know. The rest is all in Japanese, so I don't understand a word of it. Going back to my recent obsession with baby metal, okay? I'm sorry. It just is like plain, you know, you get that song stuck in your head and you just can't get it out of there. I mean, I was so obsessed with baby metal for a minute that I actually went on and saw where they were going to do live concerts. And they did one down in California just a few days ago. I was like, oh man, I wish I could have flown down and seen that. Their concerts are actually pretty dang amazing. It's a completely different genre of music though. Most people I know that probably would be into it. But I don't care. I enjoy it. What a blue hell was that? Baby metal. Go look it up, BK. Get ready to have your mind and your soul just blown. Hey, our fire's still going. That's cool. Nah. Oh, come on, man. You know you want to. You know you want to rock out to the baby metal. You know it. You know you want to. I'm telling you right now, you want to. All right, let's drink that just down because we're a little thirsty. We're a little hungry. We've got a soda. Why not drink it? By the way, sodas. I have never, ever gotten food poisoning from a soda, no matter what. Whether it was at 0% or 100%, I have never got food poisoning from a soda. So sodas appear to be completely non-food poisoning, or if they are, they're so low I have never experienced it myself.
Starting to weigh me down.
Shushabide, my friend, shushabide. Well, you're carrying 11 cedar on you, so that's probably gonna tarnish your view of the world a little bit. And 11 coal.
If I don't rest soon, I'm gonna faint.
And 2 fur. We have a 2 fur. There's a 2 fur, baby. Okay, we got a bag here, which is great because I can put these in there. Nice. But no, I went down a deep, dark rabbit hole the other day. Got myself a little into baby metal, so... You know, it's funny the things you get into. My eyes, I shouldn't have looked at the solar eclipse. No, you shouldn't have looked at the solar eclipse. What were you looking at the solar eclipse for, Jordan? Jordan, why were you looking at the solar eclipse? You aren't supposed to look at the solar eclipse, my friend. You're like, I'll just take a glimpse. I'll just look at it for a second. I'll look at it with one eye. Then it won't hurt me. I'll go one eye. I'll go like this, and I'll switch eyes so the sun can't see me. You aren't supposed to look at it, you silly goose. That's what the sun does to you. The sun hurts you when you look at it with your eyeball. It just does. The Mayans did it. Well, and where are the Mayans nowadays? Where are they nowadays, my friend? Yeah, you know what? There's people who jump off bridges too. But just, you know, where are they now? You know, that's the thing. You just have to ask yourself, what happened to them? I am just so stoked that we got the transmitter fixed here, boys and girls. There is a cat. There is a stash up there. There is a stash, boys and girls. Let's go. Let's get a couple hours of sleep, and then we'll get it. It doesn't beep anymore when it's in your backpack. You know, that's one thing I don't like. I don't like that it doesn't beep anymore. I wish it did. I wish it did beep, but it doesn't. Let's go. Let's go. We might have to face the wolf, but it'll be worth it.
Something's gotta go.
Beep, 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 beep. Wish you could have a torch radio equipped. By the way, when you fix the transmitter, it's always an Aurora the next night. The next night is it automatically defaults to Aurora the next night. I can never remember where the bunker is in this zone. Isn't the bunker up in this area somewhere? Oh, it's up on the other side of the cave. Yeah, I can't get to it from here. I gotta come out of the cave on the other side. That's where it's at. Yeah, Will's not got enough skill points to dual wield yet, BK. Give me one ping, master. Yeah, we have to go. We have to go up through the cave, through the where the bear's at, because it's up on that cliff over there. Okay, you're beeping a lot. And that's the game basically telling you, go F off. Oh, God. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, I love you, game. I love you so much. Basically, the game just saying, yeah, you are not worthy. I'm gonna put you out in a position where you have to face rabid wolves, and I'm gonna give you a bow to do it with, and then you get to the place where you want to go. What the hell noise was that? You get where you want to go, and, yeah. There's nothing in there. There's probably a flare shell in there. Well, that's the thing, Joe King, is that, you know, up at the top of Milton, at the Milton, the Mystery Lake Overlook, there's that locked box. And I don't know if they took them out of there, but there used to be 3 flare shells in there. And if you got to them early enough in the game, you could get them. I have not been able to find them, though, in, like, my last 3 runs. And some of those runs, I've gotten there pretty early. I've gotten there within the first, like, 20 days. So unless they are just wearing down at a phenomenal rate, I think there's something wrong with the flare shell placement and the flare shells in general. There's a problem. I don't think it's working properly. So there's a key. So in Mystery Lake. So Mystery Lake. Let's go to Mystery Lake.
Feels like something is set.
So Mystery Lake up here at the destroyed lookout, there's a key. And if you go over here to the lake overlook right above the camp office, there's a cave. And inside that cave, there's a lockbox. The key from this destroyed lookout goes in that box there. That's the memento cache. And that memento cache used to have 3 flare shells in it. It does not anymore. There's no flare shells in it at all. They basically hosed us. So, and that key is always there, but the flare shells, they used to be there when Tales was first released. They used to be there, but they're not there anymore. They need to nerf what they've done to flare shells, because it's rather, to be honest, it's rather annoying. It's just like, really, it's not that big of a deal to get some flare shells. I'm just saying. Getting a few flare shells here and there is not that big of a deal.
So cold.
They could give that one to us. But yeah, all the flare shells just seem to be nerfed right now. It's all a bunch of big nerf bats and nerf balls. I just wanted to get the map up there. I'm trying to map a little bit of the zone. We'll get a pretty good map from the Polaroid if we find it, but it doesn't cover some parts of the zone. I know, I don't know why you can't get blue and red flares and craft up your own flare shells with ruined or spent shell casings. I don't get that either. You should be able to do that. Especially now that we have an ammunition bench. We have a specific bench that is specifically designed to only craft ammunition at. We should be able to throw together some flare shells there. Maybe make it so we have to find a recipe for it or something. Maybe make it so we have to find a recipe before we can do it. And let us find like spent shell casings around the world. Just empty flare shell casings that we can't utilize. And then we have, you know, because we already have gunpowder. That's not a problem. Gunpowder's available. We can make gunpowder already. You could even make it so we have to break down flare shells to get some special material. No, not flare shells, but we have to break down flares to get some special material from them, specifically to use in flare shells. Like each flare could theoretically craft up 5 flare shells from the materials you harvest from it. Or 2 flare shells or something, you know. It'd be kind of cool if you could. That'd be a neat little Googa. They could add primer caps to the world. Yeah, there's lots of stuff they could do. All right, let's eat some cattails, drink some water, go to sleep. I still wish you could eat 10 cattails at a time. Sure would be nice. But no. No doing that. That would just not be right. Exactly. You could even have a flare gun book or something. That would be cool. I'd be down for that. All right. Get some sleep. Alrighty, well, boys and girls, we are going to wrap it up here for today. We are going to return to this character tomorrow. We have now lived for 585 days. We spent 13 days here in Mountain Town, so we still have 37 days to go. We got quite a bit of time still to go. We aren't even close to being halfway done with this zone. So that's gonna be fun. Get a save point right there. We have fixed the radio tower, which is great. And now I'm going to switch over and we're going to go over on Twitch. I'm actually going to be playing a little bit of 7 Days to Die because I've not had a chance to play 7 Days to Die this week, and I wanted to get in some time on that. But until then, everybody, thank you so much for coming by. We'll be back at 8 a.m., 11 Eastern-ish tomorrow, and we'll be doing some more Long Dark tomorrow morning. So until then, everybody have a great rest of your day. Thank you for all the subs today. Thank you for the gifted subs, Tylea. Thank you for the super chats, the super stickers. I appreciate everybody's support over here on the YouTube side. Thank you for watching my videos, for commenting, liking, and subscribing to the channel. And I will see you guys all tomorrow. If I don't see you over on Twitch in about 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Bye, everybody.